It is time for lawyer. Rip mask. Yeah, that pigeon mask I used to have when I wore for a couple Halloweens on stream. It actually like deteriorated. Like it got it like rotted because it's made of like it's just made of rubber. So we're back in the saddle here. Apollo Justice Trilogy. Only one game of which has Apollo's name in it. We're gonna pick up Case SP where we left off. I believe we should be able to finish it tonight because we're not too far from the end of the second day of investigation, and the court segment is average, so we should be able to do this in like 3 hours, hopefully. If there's time, I will start the third case, but I really doubt there's gonna be time. Birdman. Oh, right. We were talking to Discount Spike Spiegel. What were we talking about? Won't tell you anymore. It's with this camera system I can monitor creatures 24/7. Medical records are usually just a history of past medical exams and data. Never heard of any monitor. Okay. Why would you want to fool me? This guy's gonna be a tough nut to crack. I have my reasons. Okay. Oh, right. We had he had a psyche lock, and I just stopped as soon as that showed up. Let's raise the volume a little more. The charm. Huh? This looks like the charm Sasha had. Dr. Crab, do you know anything about this charm? Charm? Hey, leave that alone. That belonged to Azura. What was Azura's charm doing in Rifle's stomach? That's odd. When Sasha was telling us about the charm earlier. Sasha said that she had Azura's charm. There was salsa in the taco dip we made the other night. It's really good. But that charm is still at the detention center. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't Sasha say Azura and her boyfriend had matching charms? So this second charm must be the one that belongs to Azura's boyfriend. Dr. Crab, is it possible this charm belongs to Azura's boyfriend? I refuse to talk about such personal details of the deceased. Subject closed. Alright. Sure is touchy when it comes to Azura. Azura. 1 second. Where's your Orca VTuber? I don't have Madge. Okay, charm added to the court record. Azura Summers. Yesterday was the anniversary of her death, wasn't it? That's right. She was killed by the Orca. You really think Orla killed her? I don't believe it. Who could say if the Orca did it on purpose? But the fact remains that she killed Azura. I was right there, the day of her death a year ago. I saw the Orca bite Azura with my own eyes. But, is that really the whole truth of what happened? Guess only Orla knows what really happened, both a year ago and this time. Might belong to Azura Summer's boyfriend. That charm. Azura always wore it. It meant a lot to her. Azura Summers, the trainer who died a year ago, right? I love how they just repeat the dialogue. Was Miss Summers special to you, Dr. Crab? What are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought I sensed a hint of romantic feelings. She was my co-worker. Nothing more than that. Now, if you ask me any more inane questions, I will lose my patience. Hey, Ayla. You're awake for this. Oh, that's a Pragmata icon. I downloaded the Pragmata demo, so at some point I'm gonna stream that. Sorry about that. I guess I touched a nerve. It seems everybody here at the aquarium loved Azura Summers. I was just trying to get something working, took way too long. Oh, wow. Okay. We found out there was something on Rifle's feet, too. And if you look in the cutscene with Pearl, you actually see there's pink on his feet. Or on her feet. Monitoring system. Okay, I don't know if we have the evidence to do this, but I'm gonna try. Early build of Spore leaked today, and I'm going through it, but only after 4 hours of trying to get the game running on your computer. Oh, yeah, I saw some of the screenshots you were posting. I want you to tell me about the monitoring system here. You don't let up either, do you, Mr. Lawyer? They're just electronic medical records and feeds from security cameras. With these, I can monitor all the animals 24/7. And I say that's not true. I have proof that you can't monitor the animals 24/7 with this system. I actually do not know. Investigating the Global Thermonuclear War Command. Wow. I have no idea. Is it because of the fish? No, this is the evidence that you can't monitor the animals 24/7. The only thing that evidence proves is that you're mistaken, Mr. Lawyer. Ugh, I guess I got it wrong. But I still say it can't be true, and that's because... Oh yeah, so, new thing, since you don't lose health in this game outside of the courtroom segments, if you F up a psyche lock, you could just try again immediately. It's not the pill, is it? No.
Take that!
Maybe I don't have enough evidence for this.
Take that! Take that! Take that!
Oh, it was the camera footage. Security camera doesn't begin recording until 10 a.m. Oh, I didn't think of that. If that's the case, how could you possibly monitor the animals 24/7? Okay, you got me. I guess that was a pretty weak explanation. You're right. Guess I can't monitor the animals 24/7. But if I see anything unusual on the camera feeds, I could spring into action right away. And if I can examine an animal, I can usually tell exactly what's going on with them. Wow, he's really confident in his abilities. But I still say you can't do that 24/7. But I'm here at the aquarium most of the time. And I could go anywhere at any time to examine an animal. Anywhere? I say that's not true either. I have proof that there's a place you can't go. There's the key card, because only Shipley and Sasha had that. The only people who have access to the Orca pool room are the owner and Sasha. So how can you say you monitor all of the animals? Son of a gun. So you knew about the security card, did you? Yes, tighter security was imposed on the Orca a year ago as a precaution, and they wouldn't let you have access to it? The doctor that helps keep it alive? So far, the beta build of Spore just crashes everywhere except the tutorial of one of the stages where nothing happens instead. Oh. Due to Sasha's objections, I wasn't allowed to have a card. Oh, okay. Guess she was trying to protect Orla from him. So you're monitoring the animals with a system that's private company business. But I have to insist you tell me more about this monitoring system anyway. Now you're trying to pick a fight with me? Very well. Suppose it's only fitting that the spoils go to the victor. I'll tell you about Shipshape Aquarium's Ecological Data Organization System. So what does that machine you were using do? It's a system of ecological data organization developed in Europe. Because all the advanced technology has to come from Europe. I call it the Torpedo. What do you think? Pretty impressive name, isn't it? Torpedo? As in man the battle stations and all that? No, it's the name I gave to this data organization system. Torpedo. It stands for Tele-Observation Real-Time Pertinent Data Organizer. Okay, but is super admin restricted desktop access password protected? That's a reference to the third game. The torpedo collects data through sensors placed on or near the subjects. Temperature, heartbeat, vocalizations, etc. Gathers all this information 24 hours a day. All this data is then sent to my terminal and these monitors. Wow, this torpedo sounds amazing. Does Rifle have a sensor on her, too? Yes, she does. Where and what kind of sensor is attached depends on the animal. Penguins have theirs attached to the ID tag at the base of their flipper. The torpedo doesn't tell me where Rifle is when she escapes, though. It's hard to attach sensors to the orca or fish, so theirs are on the tanks themselves. Places where the creatures don't normally live, like the show stage, don't have sensors. Okay, here we go. Just tell me the time Rifle swallowed the foreign object. Approximately 4 a.m. on July 20th. What an odd time. That was when Sasha was doing the cleaning. Maybe that's why she wouldn't take my fish, because she was full from the night before. But at least Orla ate it, so that's okay. Orla ate another animal's food? That's odd. She's never done that before. And then she had that episode, too. Better take a look at her data. Huh? She didn't eat anything from the evening of the 19th to yesterday afternoon. So Rifle had a late-night snack, but Orla went hungry, huh? It appears so. Let's see. She's been eating normally since yesterday afternoon. Come to think of it, Jack was supposed to feed Orla yesterday morning. Maybe he died before he had the chance. I'm worried about Orla's condition. I better remember this torpedo data. Torpedo data shows that Rifle ate around 4 a.m. on July 20th, but Orla didn't eat anything. Still wonder why he wouldn't tell me about the torpedo. Why hide the torpedo? Dr. Crab, why did you want to hide the existence of the system from me? Well, it's a safe system that's been approved for use in other countries. But it hasn't been legally approved in this country yet. This ambiguous country that I won't specify what it is. That's why I always carry this terminal around with me. It's not something I want the police poking their nose into. You mean you're breaking the law? Which is why I was keeping it a secret. It would create a problem for the aquarium. I had Jack's permission. He felt the animal's care was more important than the legality. We wanted to shield the rest of the staff, so we kept it a secret. But breaking the law is breaking the law. But in some cases, lives can be saved by breaking the law. Do we simply allow the lives of our animals to be lost while we wait for laws to change? Now you're twisting things around. I'd like to use this evidence during the trial tomorrow, but it may result in you and Shipshape Aquarium being brought up on charges. Well, I followed my own convictions, and I have no regrets. You're only doing your job. Can't blame you for that, Mr. Lawyer. I appreciate that. What's that sound? Another penguin? That's my ringtone. Gee, Dr. Crab sure likes cute things. Maybe he wanted it to sound like Sniper? Hello? Crab speaking. Son of a gun. You people again? Stop harassing this aquarium. Orla was found not guilty. Why on earth should she be put down? Huh? Come there on the 26th and explain. Fine. Just let me write down in my... Son of a gun. Where did my calendar go? His calendar? Could he be talking about that calendar? I realize that if it comes to that, I'll use that drug to euthanize her. Mr. Wright, he said euthanize her. We better ask him more about this. And I should try presenting that calendar to him, too. Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Dr. Crab, isn't this your calendar? Yes, it's mine. What are you doing with it? Mr. Rhymes found it in the nap room. Oh, I must have forgotten it there when I tried to get some rest. Sure, it's a cute calendar. I guess you're crazy about penguins? Somebody gave it to me, okay? Now please, don't tell anybody about it. It's embarrassing. Azura designed this calendar. This one here is a prototype. She designed a calendar for this year, and then she died before it went on sale. Were you and Miss Summers romantically involved? What? What gave you that idea? Just that I sensed sadness in your heart when you talked about the calendar. Of course we weren't romantically involved. I don't believe in romantic feelings. Looks shaken, though. He's aromantic. By the way, did you meet Mr. Shipley at 7 a.m. on July 20th as scheduled? No. We were supposed to meet, but Jack didn't show up. Is that really true? Sasha finished cleaning the Orca pool room at 6 a.m. Dr. Crab managed to get to the pool room somehow and meet with the victim. Then he would have had the opportunity to kill Mr. Shipley. Meeting for the victim was scheduled. Calendar that Azura Summers gave to Dr. Crab. Objection, Your Honor. Nuh-uh. Hey, dummy. Calendar updated. Euthanasia. Who's that phone call from? Son of a gun. You heard that? Who didn't hear that? It was the Center for Dangerous Animal Control calling with a demand. They said that the orca may have been found not guilty this time, but that if she ever attacked a human again, we would have to put her down. Put her down? But that's horrible! Did you agree to their demand? Animals sometimes do attack humans. And of course, humans sometimes do kill animals to protect themselves. If it comes to that, yes, as a veterinarian, I'm prepared to carry out euthanization. Using this poison. Huh? That capsule has the same letters on it as the one that was in Orla's stomach. Did Dr. Crab try to kill Orla? Please let me ask you one more question, Dr. Crab. What is it, Mr. Lawyer? You look so grave. I heard something disturbing from the writer Norma de Plume. Take this opportunity to hydrate. I think Shipshape Aquarium might be keeping some kind of secret. And that has something to do with the recent murder. Oh, another Psyche Lock already, damn. Five Psyche Locks? That writer, she just has to stick her nose in everyone's business. Son of a gun. Should have dealt with it all more carefully. How am I ever going to remove all those locks? We're not. Huh? Booby Fulbright. Sorry to interrupt, but Prosecutor Blackquill wants Dr. Crab. Detective Fulbright? You again. You couldn't possibly have any more questions for me. Well, you see, we're having a little problem. We were going to call the animal keeper as a witness for the prosecution, but he's being very stubborn and refusing to testify. And we thought we'd ask you to be a witness in tomorrow's trial. Did you really now? Well, I'm not taking sides. I'll tell what I know. No more, no less. That would be fine. Now, if you would please come along with me. Well, looks like we'll have to continue our talk at the trial tomorrow. I don't know what secret you and this aquarium are hiding, but I'll uncover it if it'll help save Miss Buckler. Give it your best shot. I'll see you tomorrow, then. I can see in your brain now. Don't lie to me. I'll know. Yeah. Well, it looks like we'll be going up against Dr. Crab in tomorrow's trial. Phoenix should just immediately say, "Did you kill Dr. Shipley?" And then he could see immediately if he's lying or not. He never does that. I bet he'll be one tough customer. That bird in his hair is named Smithy. Changed my mind. No, it's named Sniper. A penguin, not deadly open. The bottoms of her flippers are stained pink, and a good luck charm was found in her stomach. Baby penguin lives in his hair. Okay, we better get our evidence organized for tomorrow. I'll have Athena hold on to the evidence I don't think I'll need in court. Evidence has been reorganized. Hello? Mr. Wright, I went to the Hickfield Clinic. Apollo, use your indoor voice. Sorry about that. Anyway, I found out a lot, so I wanted to tell you right away. It turns out that mysterious capsule is a powerful sleeping drug. Apparently the brand name is 3Zs. Okay, yeah, it says 3Zs right on it. And they said that Ship-Shape Aquarium vet recently bought a large quantity from them. The vet? Dr. Herman Crab. 3 Z's is supposed to be for people. But Dr. Crab told him it would work on other mammals like orcas and dolphins, too. So Dr. Crab's euthanization poison was actually sleeping pills? Whoa. So Dr. Crab's euthanization poison was actually sleeping pills? When Orla almost drowned today, was it because she'd been given sleeping pills? Strange capsule was found in Orla's stomach. It's a sleeping pill, not some kind of poison. And I found out more than just about that capsule. Dr. Hickfield himself gave me some information. Ship-Shape Aquarium had someone on their staff named Azura Summers, right? Yeah, the one who died a year ago. Well, Azura Summers was getting a certain medication from Hickfield Clinic last year. The same heart medication as Sasha Buckler. Really? Azura Summers had the exact same heart condition as Sasha. Nice work, Apollo. Thank you. We'll be coming back to the office soon. Okay, Trucy and I will be here. Well, we'd better get back to the office and get ready for tomorrow. What are you going to do, Pearls? I forgot she was with us. Thought I'd stay overnight here and be with Orla and Rifle. I'll be ready for a telecast during the trial tomorrow. Good luck to both of you. Thanks, Pearly. That way when we prove Sasha innocent, she could see Orla right away. Yeah, there's like no one in the aquarium left to like take care of the orca. So they're gonna just let a 17-year-old high school girl do it. I'd love to see Sasha and Orla back together again, both free and clear. Before that can happen, I have to prove Sasha's innocence. To be continued. I think we should have more than enough time to finish this case. Boop, 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 boop. To be continued. God damn it. Hey, Quillsoft. Happy New Year. By the way, Happy New Year to everyone that I haven't said Happy New Year yet. This chat's small enough that I could get away with that. July 22nd, 9:17 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. What? The ship's doctor and Azura were romantically involved? Well, that's my theory, but I don't actually know if it's really true. Azura would never get involved with that cod-awful ship's doctor. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Do I have, like, a sound, like a party cracker? Nah, I have this, though. The Bluetooth device is... Okay, Happy New Year. Big Orb is the New Year. Hap New. But I do admit, Sasha and Dr. Crab were friends. But would Azura send Dr. Crab videos, I wonder? Videos? What do you mean? Azura used to send her boyfriend videos of herself teaching Yorka tricks. He used to help Azura take the videos on her TV phone. This is an interesting bit of information. Summer's boyfriend has videos of her using a whistle to make the orca do tricks. So TV phones can shoot videos too, huh? My dumb phone sure can't do that. These TV phones are amazing. They can even hear record sounds you and I can't. They can even record sounds you and I can't hear. Woo. Meanwhile, Phoenix is using a phone that we saw in the last game is being held together with tape. He still has not upgraded it. Are you one of those New Year's Day parade floats? Yeah, you know I'm always able to be rented out for parades. All the equipment we use at Ship-Shape Aquarium is high-tech. The ship's doctor sends away for all kinds of electronics. So all the high-tech stuff is Dr. Crab's doing, huh? Anyway, I still highly trout Azura's boyfriend was the ship's doctor. But Dr. Crab found a charm yesterday, and he was really shaken by it. We just saw this! That charm looked just like your keepsake of Azura. Yeah, well, she did say she and her boyfriend had matching charms. Were the ship's doctor and Azura really a couple? I can't believe it. I think Dr. Crab will be called as a witness today. There are still so many unanswered questions, but I hope to solve them all in today's trial. I believe in you two. I know you can do it. And we will, Sasha. We promise. July 22nd, 9:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Day 2, court is now in session. All rise. Dude, we could have had lunch for everyone if they take out the repeat cutscenes. Court is now in session for the trial of Sasha Buckler. The defense is ready. Ah! Douching it right off the bat here. Ready. Now I'm completely thrown off. Very good. It appears both the prosecution and the defense are ready. Katsu ain't cheap. No, it isn't. Yesterday it was proven that the Orca was not guilty and that the victim fell to his death. Ace Attorney, but it's in real time. Prosecutor Blackquill, did your investigation of the Orca pool area turn up anything? It did. We found a bloodstain from the victim at the bottom of the pool. On this. Katsukuri, Oh my, what a frightening looking rock. And you say it has a bloodstain on it. Just looking at it gives me the willies. So can we assume that there was no water in the pool at the time of the incident? Very good. What a clever little deduction. Well, it's nice to get a compliment from the prosecution for a change. Prosecutor Blackwell's completely tamed the judge with his carrot and stick approach. Guess I should have brought a few carrots of my own. Right. Moving along. I prepared a witness. Buckler was the only one who entered that room when there was no water in the pool. The witness will prove that. Now stop trying to read ahead. Come to the stand, witness. Name and occupation. Dr. Herman Beep! Sniper, stay in there. Who is that cute little creature? Such a restless bird. Quite unlike Taka. Beep! Wow, chalk one up for Taka. He shut Sniper up with a single sound. Son of a gun. Dr. Herman Crab, Shipshape Aquarium's veterinarian. Tonkatsu Ramen, my beloved. Yeah. There are 3 birds here, yeah. 4 if you count Phoenix. Could you tell us the name of your cute little friend there as well? Your Honor, please focus on the case. It's important to learn all we can about the witness. This is Sniper. Beep, beep, beep! Beep, 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 beep! She's the offspring of a penguin named Rifle. Sniper lives in my hair. She might cause a commotion now and then, but please try to ignore her. I was originally going to call the animal keeper to the stand, but he refused to testify, so I settled on the veterinarian. Now tell us, why was the defendant in the Orca pool room when the water was drained? Cleaning the Orca pool room. In the early mornings of July 20th. Early mornings? In the early morning hours of July 20th, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room. Sasha and Jack Shipley, the owner, were scheduled to do the cleaning together. During cleaning, the pool waters drained. While the cleaning was going on, Marlon was taking care of the Orca in the show pool. The pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. Better question, has the baby not overheated? I mean, it's just, you know, snuggling up nice and warm in his hair. And you claim that this victim... And your claim is that the victim was made to fall to his death during the cleaning. Only Buckler and the owner had a security card necessary to enter the Orca pool room. And we already know from the security company's record of card usage that the defendant was in the Orca pool room during the time of cleaning. The witness's testimony and the record of the security card usage are conclusive evidence. So no one besides the defendant was at the scene and the water in the pool was drained. Uh-oh. Judge already seems to be leaning towards the other side. Shouldn't that be like a mental line? Why is he saying that out loud? Just like in the Ace, it's like the anime dub outtakes, where Eric Vale was reading a line. He's like, oh shit, that's a mental line. We have to strike fast. Your Honor, we're ready for our cross-examination now. Oh, that's a cute Pikachu. What is that? Pika Ramen. Is that just... Oh, it's a global emote. Huh. All right, I forgot. I forgot of about all the fucking emotes I have access to. Oh yes, of course. Please proceed then. Power of youth comes in handy at times like these. It was out of the World Championships a few years ago and never got removed. That's cool.
Hold it!
Why is the cleaning done so early in the morning, essentially the middle of the night? Our aquarium is open every day of the year without break, so of course the cleaning has to be done at night when there are no visitors. No days off, is that it? I can relate to that. Yeah, I guess prisoners don't get to take days off. Things sure are different around our office, huh, boss? You don't have to rub it in quite so enthusiastically. So, was the defendant cleaning alone? No.
Hold it!
Miss Buckler said that Mr. Shipley never showed up to help with the cleaning. I don't know anything about that. All I know is what was on the schedule. Maybe they changed plans. They probably felt awkward with each other after their fight. In any case, there's no proof that the victim entered the Orca pool room during cleaning.
Objection!
If you don't stop your yammering, I will pull your tongue out and barbecue it. Ugh. You have to be so violent? Proof or none, the victim must have entered the pool room during cleaning. Witness, tell him why. Jack must have entered the Orca pool room. The reason I think so is because... Barbecue. Barbecue tongue. I mean, you could buy cow tongue in most supermarkets.
Hold it!
Don't you mean to say that the record shows both of their cards being used? No, only Sasha's. But they must have gone in together. Jack's body was found in that room, so that's the only logical explanation. We talked about this just yesterday. What purpose does that brain of yours serve? Ugh! You're even more bird brain than rifle.
Objection!
Witness, I will not allow birds to be belittled in my presence. Actually, no, you know what this is a good moment for? Something I only ever pull up by accident now. The bird kisser. This is a good, like, screenshot for the thumbnail. Limit your disparaging comments to the defense alone. So I get disparaged either way. Great. Bird lover, huh? Guess we're not destined to become best friends. That is fine. All I need for you to talk about is the state of the scene during cleaning. Alright, fine. Oh, we're definitely kissing. Oh, I don't know. I think the two of them were made for each other.
Hold it!
So the cleaning is done with the pool drained of water? That's right. They use the hoist there to lower themselves into the bottom of the pool. They could do regular cleaning with the water in the pool, but this was an intensive session. Never cleaned my own lab, however. Don't you think it might be due, then? Guess I can't talk, though. Well, Sasha and Marlon come in and clean for me on occasion. But I'm too busy myself. I have animals to look after, like this one, for example. Such an adorable little creature. Lends cheer to this bleak courtroom. Your reaction to Taka was very different, as I recall. Oh, Taka's a fine bird too, of course. Please continue, Dr. Crab, quickly now. As I was saying, Sasha was cleaning the Orca pool room.
Hold it!
So Orla was moved all the way over to the show pool. Why is that? Well, it wouldn't do to get her covered in cleanser, would it? Of course she was moved. You don't take a bath while you're cleaning the tub, do you? Excellent point. I usually clean the tub after I take a bath myself. I was assigned to clean the shower stalls yesterday. They were cleaner than an Edo bathhouse by the time I was done. Dr. Crab was gonna stab him. Guess Prosecutor Blackwell's the fastidious type. Oh, that was Phoenix saying that, even though the camera was on Athena. I polished it so well, I bet the inmates are slipping and sliding all over right about now. Maybe he's not so much the fastidious type as the prankster type. The thing is, too, like, obviously it's not a mistake because her mouth's not moving while that text is showing up. Somehow, I don't think that's it either. Anyway, cleaning the orca pool is just like cleaning the tub. Pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned. There's no possibility it would be drained at any other time during cleaning? Then during cleaning? None. Ugh, shot down with a single word. Why are you so certain? Think about it. If the pool water were drained, what would happen to the orca? The poor thing. Whose side are you on, Athena? Exactly, young lady. Without water, Orla would be alright for a short period of time. Anything longer than that would pose serious risks. She could even die. So the fact that Orla's alive and well is proof that the water wasn't drained on her? That's right. The orca pool and the show stage pool are next door to each other. A hoist runs between the two to move the orca and the equipment back and forth. When intensive cleaning is done, the orcas move to the show stage pool first. People die when they are killed. So the water's the only drained while the pool is being cleaned. Please add that information to your testimony. If there were no water in the pool, the orca could die.
Hold it!
I guess you're right. Son of a gun, then why'd you harp on it so? The defense loves to make a fuss over nothing. You do like to stir up trouble, don't you, Mr. Lawyer? Just like this one. Beep beep! How rude. Don't compare Mr. Wright to Sniper. Granted, his suit may make him look a little like a penguin. Athena, is that what she really thinks of me? Ah, wish Sniper and Miss Baby Chick would both stop all the peeping and cheeping. Is this Baby Chick? How dare you? No, wait, that actually sounds pretty cute. Wow, he just got away with calling a young woman a chick in court. Somehow we have to show that the water could have been drained at some other time. If we don't, Sasha will be the only one under suspicion. Must be a hint somewhere. Better look through the evidence again. Have to find out how the water could have been drained while Orla was in there. Lumina and Orla. Does that mean anything? This doesn't really do anything. Wait. Move from the show pool during cleaning time.
Objection!
Nope, that wasn't it. Your Honor, what is your opinion on the witness's statement just now? My opinion is that there's nothing wrong with it. Oh. This is my first trial in 8 years. Looks like I made a little mistake. That is no excuse, Mr. Wright. I should give you 8 years worth of penalties. It's been 8 years. Can't you go easy on me? No snack cakes for the judge being a meanie. Is it this? Location of the bloodstains are...
Objection!
No, it isn't that. Assume the pool bottom is 100 feet. Thought to be from a 65-foot fall into the pool. Blow to the head received after death. Contusion from head trauma. We know that it was like we're not trying to prove that he fell down there. We're trying to prove that the water could have been drained at another point. Sign Sasha made for the new show. It's been left to dry since the early hours of the 20th. That doesn't really prove anything.
Objection!
No, that wasn't it. I actually don't remember what the thing to present here is. Orla didn't eat anything. 4 a.m. in the 20... Maybe?
Objection!
No. Wow. I am batting a fat 0 right now. I'm gonna do the consulting just to show what it's like. So you press X after you fail enough. Your partner will always give you some advice. Mr. Wright, I think I have something here. You sensed something wrong with the testimony? That's right. Let me show you which statement I thought was strange. Thanks. That would be a big help. And I'll just have to compare the evidence with the statement she shows me. So, this doesn't help me at all, actually. All it does is when you're on the statement she believes is the right one, it makes the present, it makes the present button glow. So that does not help me at all. Only thing I can think of then now is that it's the autopsy report. Autopsy. Oh my god.
Objection!
Nope, that was wrong too. Game over. Statement is clearly inconsistent with this evidence, Your Honor. I hope you don't think waving your finger about aimlessly is going to help you win this trial. I agree. I see nothing inconsistent with that evidence. Photo of the bottom of the pool? I think I presented that already. That's enough. I see no need to further prolong this trial. The defense's case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claims. This court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler, guilty as fuck. Anyway. Rest in pepperoni. The death that I deserve-a-roni from Pizza Tower. I never did the DLC in Pizza Tower. I know there's like a whole... You could play the whole game as the noise now. And there's like the Halloween update for it too. The little shit, yeah. Okay, so it actually starts with the full statements, all the statements here. I'm pretty sure I presented this.
Objection!
Yeah, I did. I actually don't fucking know. Play the Grinch demo of Pizza Tower? I don't know if I have any plans on revisiting Pizza Tower. I presented this one, it didn't work. What about the pill?
Objection!
Nope, the pill didn't help either. I have no clue what this is supposed to be. It wasn't the torpedo data. I presented that, right? The charm? The ladder?
Objection!
No. The attorney's badge, clearly. Yeah, I actually have no clue what I'm supposed to present here. I cannot remember. Pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned.
Objection!
That wasn't it either. Oh my god, what actually is this? Ah. This Afro-bedecked guy seriously work as a doctor? He's a veterinarian. Pool water would never be cleaned unless the pool water would never be drained unless the pool was being cleaned.
Objection!
Nope, that wasn't it either. Gotta press that statement? I did! That's the new statement. That's when Phoenix is like, oh, I guess you're right. And now she's super guilty. I do appreciate this game letting you continue, the newer versions of these games letting you continue. Because in the original GBA and DS versions, if you got a game over, it was just back to the title screen. So if you did not save manually, you were absolutely fucked. The new statement isn't there now? Wait a minute. Whoa. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. What?
Hold it!
Oh, you're right. The statement wasn't that. Wait, what statement was it then? There were no water in the pool. The orca could die. Oh,
Hold it!
Never mind. I guess I wasn't paying attention. No water in the pool, the orca could die. Do we present the pill here? I actually still don't know what we should do.
Objection!
It was the photograph, though, yeah. The water in the pool is drained. You say the orca could die. But is that necessarily true? What are you talking about? There's a way to let the water out without harming the orca, isn't there? Your Honor, please allow me to submit this photograph. Okay, I fucked up. That was me not paying attention. Oh, this is... As you can see, there's no water around the Skull Rock area. With the pool in this state, the victim could have been made to fall to his death. However, there is water on the other side of the partition. And Orla looks just fine. Son of a gun. In other words, if the partition's set up at the bottom of the pool, the water can be drained without doing Orla any harm. Are you implying that the water could have been drained at a time other than during the cleaning? Yes, there is that possibility. Dr. Crab is shaking. Looks like he has something to hide. Could it have something to do with the calendar note about meeting with the victim? It might. I'll submit it to the judge. Your Honor, please take a look at this calendar. Oh, you waved that around in court yesterday. No need to drag out your souvenir today. Actually, I would like you to make note of the entry for the day of the incident. Let me see here. Meet the captain at the Orca pool at 7 a.m. This note is about a meeting planned with the victim. What? The defense would like to argue that, at the time of that meeting, the pool may have been drained of its water. Whose calendar is that? Belongs to Dr. Herman Crab. Isn't that right, Dr. Crab? Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Son of a gun. So you suspect me, do you? What is the meaning of this calendar entry, Dr. Crab? Explain yourself. Fine. I was supposed to meet Jack at the Orca pool at that time. But I ended up not going. So you're saying you simply broke your promise? Can't get out of it that easy. I believe you have some explaining to do.
Objection!
Your blade is sharper than I thought, Wright Dono. But your cut was shallow. A mere surface scratch. There's a saying amongst prisoners. Do not see, hear, nor speak to smooth-talking lawyers. If you think the witness is... Oh man, what is wrong with me? If you think the witness is suspicious, show your proof. Happy New Year, Ephraim. How you doing? Hey. Right after he calls Phoenix a smooth talker, too. I fucked that up. No, deep fried. It wasn't a true Amogus. Ugh, the calendar alone isn't good enough, huh? Have to prove that the victim could have fallen to his death at that 7 a.m. meeting time. You know when I oddly did not Oh, no, I did. Never mind. Because I actually just watched a segment of that the other day. Remember when Deltarune makes like an explicit Among Us reference in Chapter 4? And I was like, really? And then it like took me a second, but I played the sound effect. That was not deep fried. Let's put our heads together, boss. Victim could have fallen during cleaning when the pool was completely drained. Or using the partition, it could have been at 7 a.m. with the water partially drained. Oh yeah, Deltarune tomorrow. Toby dropped lore earlier. I saw an image of the script pieces through Mystic Slime's YouTube post. I didn't really look into it, though, but I did see it. What would be the major difference in circumstance between these two possibilities? What circumstance was different? The answer could really tell us something. What circumstance was different between the two possibilities of cleaning and 7 a.m.? Pool was half filled, the orca was there, the time of day was different. Well, the time of day being different is a no shit moment. Pool was half filled. We know that already. The orca was there, because the orca gets moved to the show pool during deep cleaning. If the murder occurred at a time other than during cleaning, the orca must have been there. Oh, you're right. And that would mean that Orla witnessed the murder. What's this? You're sheathing your sword so soon? Stop yammering to each other and show me how you wield your sword. Alright then, my sword is poised and ready. The murder was committed at a time other than during cleaning time. Then Orla must have been present at the scene. If I can prove that the murder happened right in front of Orla, then I can prove that Miss Buckler is not guilty. If it's that, goddammit, if it's not... God fucking damn it, what is it? I actually don't remember, I have to look. Listen to the Ghost Trick OST earlier, and the upload for the track Suspicion as the thumbnail be the key art. What's still dead, but him replaced by an Amogus corpse. That's another game you should get now, Ghost Trick. Unless you have it on Steam already. So good. Order in the court! Mr. Wright! Are you implying that the orca was a witness to the crime? That's exactly what I'm implying. And? How do you intend to prove the orca witnessed the murder? What are you going to do? Put the orca on the stand and cross-examine her? This is a critical point. I better think about it carefully. Of fucking course we are! The defense will continue with Crab, present evidence, cross-examine the fucking orca. If I asked Orla if she witnessed the murder, I'm sure she would tell me everything. Really? How interesting. And how do you propose to communicate with the orca? Well, I'd have to think about that. Unlike some birds, an orca is incapable of human speech. No, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to cross-examine a creature that cannot speak. Unless the defense has some other way of communicating with the orca. No, I'm afraid I don't, Your Honor. Guess that was a silly idea. Please let me try again, Your Honor. Oh, never mind. Oh, I think we have to pick all three of them, actually. I'll continue my cross-examination of Dr. Crab. That's fine with me, but I've already said everything I have to say. You still haven't told the court why you broke your promise to meet with the victim.
Objection!
Crab. Before we get into that, why don't you take care of your orca witnessing the murder, Balderdash, first? That is really funny. Don't worry, no spoilers for Ghost Trick here. I like how it's the opposite direction, too. That makes it even funnier. Balderdash, is that some sort of shot at me? That seems to be quite a sensitive subject with the judge. Maybe I'd better come up with something that isn't Balderdash. Defense will... present evidence? Defense will present evidence. Evidence that will prove Orla witnessed the murder. You're going to present evidence? Knowing the defense, I thought surely you would try to cross-examine the orca. Must say I'm a little disappointed. I proposed that already. You said no! Gee, sorry to get your hopes up, Your Honor. Very well, let's see this evidence, then. What evidence shows that the murder took place right in front of the orca? Oh, the blood!
Take that!
On her body. This photo indicates where we discovered luminol reactions yesterday. By accident, we got some of the luminol testing fluid on Orla. We were then very surprised to see luminol reactions on Orla's body.
Objection!
So what of it? There's nothing odd about that. As was discussed in yesterday's trial, the orca was bleeding. Traces of the orca's blood were also found on the skull rock. The orca must have injured herself when she rammed the rock. It's that cloud of blood Mr. Plume saw. It was from Orla headbutting the skull rock, was it? Orla also rammed into it. It has been moved from the show pool. Those luminol reactions you saw on the orca are most likely from her headbutting.
Objection!
But what's odd is the position of those blood stains. Please take a good look at this photograph. Yesterday, Mr. Plume said the blood had disappeared when Orla put on the hat. That testimony indicated that Orla's injuries were under the hat area. However, these luminol reactions are in two entirely separate areas from her injuries. These bloodstains can't be from Orla's own blood from when she was headbutting. Then where did the blood come from? It's my firm belief that it's the victim's blood. The victim was killed right in front of Orla. And the victim's blood splattered onto Orla's body. Ah! Now it finally all makes sense. Orla was a witness to the murder, so that's why. There's one more fact that indicates Orla was a witness to the murder. There's more? The culprit was afraid Orla could somehow reveal what she witnessed. And that's why they did what they did. It's the only thing that makes sense. I have to present that evidence. Evidence that proves that the culprit thought Orla was a dangerous witness.
Take that!
The defense would like to submit this evidence. What's this? Looks like some sort of medicine. It's a sleeping drug, Your Honor. A very powerful one. This sleeping drug was discovered in Orla's stomach yesterday. Okay, I question the realism of that point. I don't know if luminol is going to work the same way on biological skin as it does on physical objects, especially after some time has passed, and something that's always in the water, yeah. No, it shouldn't. We're actually absolutely suspending some disbelief here. The culprit tried to drown Orla by putting her into a deep sleep. Tried to drown the orca, but why? Right, Dono. Are you trying to tell this court that the perpetrator tried to kill the orca off to prevent a witness from talking? Do you really expect to defeat me with that feeble attack? My sword has been drawn. I'm not about to sheathe my evidence now. Orcas have an enormous potential for intelligence. The possibility that Orla could somehow manage to reveal the truth can't be denied. The culprit believed in this possibility, and that's why they tried to kill her. Dr. Herman Crab, you purchased the sleeping drug, didn't you? What? Does this mean the veterinarian tried to do away with the orca? Who but a veterinarian would better know how to disguise an orca's death? He could even prevent the police from examining Orla's body. Why, you? Are you actually accusing me of trying to murder the orca? How dare you? How dare you slander the noble profession of a veterinarian? Eek. My goodness, one could cut the tension in this courtroom with a knife. Yes, I admit to purchasing that sleeping drug. However, it was subsequently stolen from my lab. That's such a flimsy excuse. It's the truth. What else can I say? Any one of our crew members could have entered my lab. Guess that weakens my evidence quite a bit. Besides, think about it for a minute. Who was it that treated Orla after she swallowed the drug? It was I. But as I recall, it took you quite a while to give that treatment. You didn't even come on your own. We had to go get you. Son of a gun, you just remember all sorts of little details, don't you, Mr. Lawyer? The Orca pool and the lab are far apart. It's a little wonder he didn't know Orla's condition.
Objection!
Didn't know. That's highly doubtful. As far apart as they were, Dr. Crabbe still had a way to know all about Orla's condition. The defense would like to submit evidence that the witness knew about Orla's condition.
Take that!
The torpedo. Ah, you just had to bring that up, didn't you? With this advanced data system, surely you would have known Orla's condition.
Objection!
Wait just 1 minute. What is this torpedo? Dr. Crabbe, how dare you bring a weapon of mass destruction into my courtroom? The torpedo, or Tele-Observation Real-Time Pertinent Data Organizer, is a data system. Until yesterday, only Dr. Crabbe and Mr. Shipley knew about the torpedo. It isn't legally approved in this country, so it was kept secret from the police. It's illegal! Dr. Crabbe, I demand an explanation! Son of a gun! You and your big mouth, Mr. Lawyer. Yes, it's true. I'm using an illegal system to monitor the creatures at the aquarium. The system uses sensors like these, and yes, there's one in the Orca pool, too. These sensors send sound waves to the water to gather data on the creatures. If it finds abnormalities to their condition, the torpedo alerts me with a sound. Oh my goodness, how very high-tech. But if it's illegal, I will not turn a blind eye. This matter will be appropriately dealt with at a separate time. Now then, Mr. Wright, please continue. With the torpedo, I'm sure Dr. Crabbe noticed the danger Orla was in. What makes the torpedo illegal? It's just not approved yet. Which is stupid, because that wouldn't really make a computer for personal use. I guess, I don't know. Maybe animal control laws and stuff haven't approved it yet. I don't know. But he made no attempt to come to her aid on his own. And the reason for that is that Dr. Crabbe wanted Orla dead. The torpedo didn't give me a warning message. That's why I didn't know there was anything wrong with Orla. The sensor in the Orca pool wasn't working during the police's investigation.
Objection!
Also, hey Merc, how you doing? Can you prove that statement?
Objection!
What's with him? Guess this is also high-tech for Prosecutor Blackwell. That's making him a little funny. He's losing it. Funny? Yes. I find this all very funny. Witness, those sensors send sound waves to the water, correct? But what if there wasn't any water? Then they wouldn't work. They would automatically switch off. I see. And where is the sensor in the Orca pool located? I don't know. Jack's the one who attached it for me. You don't know? Then I will tell you. Peeked at the Wikipedia page for Luminol, and Ace Attorney General kind of exaggerates its effectiveness, considering you need everything to be dark to see the glow with the naked eye. Alternatively, have to use long exposure photography. Well, the excuse they give in this game is that you need Emma's glasses, which Phoenix has. You have to wear the pink sunglasses to see them. Also, it reacts to fecal matter. Forgot about the glasses, yeah. In the original Ace Attorney and in the Edgeworth duology, Emma's always with you whenever you need to use Luminol. So conveniently, she's always there with her glasses. Same with Apollo Justice, too. Emma's always there when you need to look for bloodstains. Yeah, the Ace Attorney as a whole is much more lenient than ours. Oh no, absolutely. You don't know? Then I will tell you. The police found a sensor just like the one you just showed us. They found it attached to the table at the bottom of the pool. Table? Do you mean the table in the corner of this photograph? That's right. Don't you get it yet, right, Dono? The table's on the Skull Rock side of the partition. It's affixed to the bottom of the pool and can't be moved. Oh, and so if the water was drained from the Skull Rock side of the pool... Precisely. Without water, the torpedo sensor would not work. Witness, when did that sensor automatically switch off? Hang on, I'll look it up. The only times lately were during cleaning 2 days ago and the investigation yesterday. Of course, I knew the pool would be drained while they cleaned it. But I had no idea they drained it for the investigation. No one let me know. That's why I didn't know about Orla's condition yesterday. So Dr. Crab really did want to save Orla? Did you hear that right, Dono? Yes, the water can be drained without harm to the orca if the partition is used. But if the water is drained from the Skull Rock side, the sensor turns itself off. If the sensor was always on except for during the cleaning and investigation, it means there must have been water in the pool at all other times. It was never drained. In other words, no one but the defendant could have committed the crime. Ah! Order in the court. This completely shatters the defense's argument. But, The fact still remains that Orla was nearly killed with Dr. Crab's sleeping drug.
Objection.
Drug? But aren't you forgetting one important question? When was the sleeping drug given to the orca? To the orca? You're right. That hasn't been discussed yet, has it? The orca pool is the scene of the murder. The police were there all day yesterday. The only way to give the drug to the orca undetected is to put it in her food. Yesterday, someone gave the orca food during the trial. Someone did? I'm afraid I don't remember that. You don't remember? You're not that old yet, are you? It was the defendant. Sasha Buckler. Ah! So your argument is that Miss Buckler is the one who gave the orca the drug? The prosecution's argument hasn't changed. Buckler made the victim fall to his death and then manipulated the orca to pin it on her. Still not satisfied, she further planned to kill the orca with the sleeping drug. I didn't hear any reports of Dr. Crab feeding Orla. Of course, Sasha Buckler is dressed like a pirate. I mean, everything in the aquarium is pirate-themed. Maybe he didn't have a hand in Orla's attempted murder after all. But is there anybody else who could have fed Orla besides Sasha? If it's true the defendant is the one who fed the sleeping drug to the orca, then that places even more suspicion on her than ever.
Objection!
The defense objects to the prosecution's claims. Well, you still haven't admitted defeat. Prosecutor Blackwell, I don't appreciate the way you only mention the parts that are convenient for you. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? The prosecutor failed to mention that Miss Buckler wasn't the only one to feed Orla. As you will all recall, there was another person who gave Orla food. Oh, you mean that person? Looks like Adina remembers now, too. Oh, Mr. Wright, no. I don't want to believe it either, but we can't ignore the truth here. The other person who fed Orla during the trial was...
Take that!
Please recall when Orla was found not guilty yesterday. Marlon Rhymes gave the orca a large quantity of food. If that sleeping drug was mixed in with that food, it could be given to the orca without arousing police suspicion. Now that you mention it, I do remember that flip-flopper feeding the orca.
Objection!
So you remembered, did you? I see the time for a true sword fight has come. I call Marlon Rhymes to the stand. Mr. Lawyer, both Miss Orca Lover and Marlon Rhymes are important members of our crew. I don't want to suspect either of them, but I'm ready to accept whatever the truth you find. Here, take this. That charm. It's the charm that matches the one Azura Summers had, isn't it? So you and Miss Summers were romantically involved, weren't you, Dr. Crab? What? No, of course not. Sorry to disappoint you, but this doesn't belong to me. At the time, I thought it was Azura's, so I grabbed it. But it wasn't hers. Now it's up to you, Mr. Lawyer, to figure out whose charm it is. I will. Thank you, Dr. Crab. After all, I'm interested in the outcome of this trial, too. Now then, please summon Marlon Rhymes to the witness stand. What's going on? What's everybody making that face for? I haven't been watching the trial, and nobody's told me anything. Marlon Rhymes, you are under suspicion for the attempted murder of the Orca. I see. Well, if it's already out. Mr. Rhymes? Is he really going to admit it? Love how many hands this is going through. I mean, this is an average Ace Attorney trial. Fine. I'll tell you the truth. The truth. Sasha's lying to protect that Orca. At 3:30 a.m. on the 20th, there was still water in the Orca pool. The incident happened before the Orca was moved to the show pool. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam into the water. So I thought the Orca should pay the consequences. Now we're back to the Orca again. I did not see that testimony coming. Now wait just 1 minute. Yesterday, Orla was proven innocent. Besides, you said Orla was in the show pool during the cleaning. I didn't want to sell Sasha out. That's why I didn't tell the truth. But the fact is, all three of us, the captain, Sasha, and me, we're cleaning the pool room. Dr. Crab and Miss Buckler both said you were at the show stage. Well, the only thing Dr. Crab knew about the cleaning was what I told him. I didn't give him a whole lot of details either. Maybe he misunderstood. And Sasha's lying to protect the Orca. She can't tell the truth. Sasha put blood in the skull rock herself to make a fake blood stain. I think it's pretty brave of her to let herself get arrested to protect the Orca. Mr. Rhymes, how can you lie like that? It's the truth. Besides, wouldn't it be better for you if I wasn't lying? If the Orca did it, you win your case. What? This is all very hard to believe, but if Mr. Rhymes' story is true, Miss Buckler would be innocent and the Orca would in fact be the killer. Meaning if we turned our backs on Orla, we could save Sasha? Having a witness lie to save your own client. What a dirty, underhanded tactic, Wright Dono.
Objection!
Yesterday the defense proved Orla was not guilty. We have no intention of going back on our assertions now. What do you say it, Mr. Wright? All you gotta do is admit the Orca did it and Sasha goes free. Isn't a lawyer supposed to act in his client's best interest? That wouldn't be acting in her interest. Miss Buckler believes Orla is innocent too. And we, of course, believe that Miss Buckler herself is innocent. Acting in the client's best interest is an important part of our job as lawyers. Using dirty means to win a verdict would destroy our client's faith in us. That's right. We believe in both Miss Buckler's and Orla's innocence. Huh, I just don't understand how you could treat a human and an Orca equally. Sasha or the Orca, you can only save one of them. I don't know about that. I think I could save them both. All I have to do is disprove your testimony. Oh yeah? Then go ahead and try. I will do just that. If I can't tear down his testimony, I won't be able to save both of them. I have to find a weak spot and start tearing. Spart. Ugh, you make me smart. Ugh.
Hold it!
What exactly do you claim Miss Buckler is lying about? Sasha put that bloodstain in the skull rock and stuff herself as false evidence. A weak Spartan. She left fake traces to try and save the Orca.
Objection!
Witness, if you keep talking nonsense, I will seal your mouth shut. The defense supports the prosecution's idea. But Mr. Wright, my testimony helps your client. You ought to be happy. I want to save both Orla and Miss Buckler. I won't accept anything less. Now that that's understood, please continue with your testimony. Fine.
Hold it!
When the victim was killed, how much water was in the pool? It was before the pool was drained for cleaning, so it was full. You went into the Orca pool room and saw this yourself? Dr. Crab said that you were at the show stage.
Objection!
But it's possible that Dr. Crab was misinformed or that he misunderstood. Witness already explained this. Why are you taking this meaningless tack? If you want to play games, Taka here would be more than happy to play with you. Better be careful how we press the witness. Taka's watching us like a hawk. Witness, continue.
Hold it!
So you're saying the incident took place before the cleaning began? Yeah, I guess so. Captain, Sasha, and I were going to do the cleaning together. It's much more efficient than trying to have just one person do it alone. In the defense's case, however, more lawyers means simply more lawyers. Nothing more. What? You want to talk? All you have on your side is a cantankerous bird. What about me? I'm up here all alone. Are you people done? Huh. You need a witness to keep you focused? For shame, Wright Dono. Hey, I was the only one who kept my mouth shut the entire time. Anyway, the incident happened in the orca pool before the cleaning got started. Orla killed the captain by bashing him 30 feet high and making him slam into the water. Okay. An orca can even do that? Send a person flying up in the air like that? Yup, of course. I've seen orcas bash and steal 60 feet into the air. So naturally, Orla could do that to the captain, too. What a frightening thought. And you mention it so casually, Mr. Rhymes. Well, what else can I say? It's the truth. Mr. Rhymes is claiming that Orla killed the victim by sending him flying into the air. But would something like that even be possible in the orca pool room? Something about that statement that bothers me. And so you witnessed the moment the victim was killed by the orca, is that right? Exactly. So I thought the orca should pay the consequences. And that's why you put the sleeping drug in Orla's food? Ahoy! Yo, yo, yo ho ho! Sasha could be found guilty if we let her be, but if the orca died, Sasha can go free. Thought if the orca was already dead, Sasha might tell the truth and free herself. Might seem cruel, but a man killing an animal has to be put down. Oh, trust me, this gets way worse. If you think the rapping's bad, just wait. The culprit must have tried to do away with Orla because she was a witness to the crime. Yo, he's got bars though. Let's be honest. He's able to come up with those rhymes on the spot. But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he try to protect Sasha? I'm sensing some very complex emotions from Mr. Rhymes. I need more information before I can do a proper analysis. If I'm going to tear down his testimony, then I guess I have to present evidence. Of course, we don't believe Mr. Rhymes' testimony, but he's suggesting the murder took place in the orca pool. Once we could disprove that, we won't be able to save both of them. Both of these nuts. Well, we know that Orla was working on both the lifesaver and the rocket. Contusion from head trauma, thought to be a 65-foot fall, so if he only launched him 30 feet, that wouldn't kill him.
Objection!
Nyeh! Did you hear Vinny got pretty sick, apparently? I was watching his stream from the Majora's Mask rando that he was doing, his final stream, and he was like, yeah, I feel a little sick, and apparently tonight he went live for like 10 minutes, and was like, yeah, I'm too sick, I'm gonna be taking a few days off. I'm like, damn, that sucks. I didn't see that. I saw the... Did you see the stream, though? The Majora's Mask one? Yeah, he got a fucking... He had some rotten luck there in the middle. Today, I saw the notification while I was watching his rando stream, and I tried to join, but like I only caught the last like 3 minutes when he showed the fucking the fake Homer Simpson plastic surgery guy. All I know is that he said he was going to see if he's better by Sunday. And to be honest though, apparently there's a really bad flu strain going around right now, especially around this area of the country. So it's not too surprising that he got sick. Hopefully me and, I don't get that sick myself. I was around, family and friends last week, so we'll see. I got sick when I came home from MFF, so I'm hoping that's it for the year. For the season, at least. And obviously, I hope Vinny gets better soon. Being sick sucks. Especially when you're an adult and you don't just get time off to well, I guess you could take sick days. I need to take more sick days at my job. But no, I didn't see it. I'll watch it tomorrow. When it gets uploaded to YouTube. Vinny doesn't save his VODs anymore, so I can't watch it if they don't upload it. When lies are piled on top of each other, contradictions start to emerge. This time is no different. Are you saying there's some kind of inconsistency in my testimony? That's exactly what I'm saying. You claim that the victim was sent flying about 30 feet into the air. But the autopsy report shows the apparent cause of death to be from a 65-foot fall. What? Additionally, in your testimony a moment ago, you said at 3:30 a.m. on the 20th there was still water in the orca pool. With the pool being 65 feet deep, there would only be 30 feet between the water and the ceiling. If the pool was full of water as you claimed, it would be impossible for the victim to fall about 65 feet, as the autopsy states. Oh! Mr. Rhymes claimed he was in the orca pool room so he could make those statements. But the truth must be he was at the show stage, just as Dr. Crabbe and Sasha testified. I believe that brings us back around to the orca didn't do it. I didn't believe the witness's testimony from the outset. I'm grateful to you, Wright Dono, for shutting the witness up, as I thought the only person who could have killed the victim was Sasha Buckler. The fact still remains whether the witness was the one who tried to kill the orca or not. Son of a... Mr. Rhymes was right about one thing. His testimony was advantageous to our case. But pointing out the contradiction in his statement will only drive us into a corner. As Prosecutor Blackwell said, suspicion against Miss Buckler is now deepened. Uh-oh. If I don't do something fast, the judge is going to find Sasha guilty. And Mr. Wright, isn't there anything we can do? There has to be a way to prove Sasha innocent. At a time like this, the thing to do is turn my thinking around. Instead of trying to prove that Sasha couldn't have done it, I have to think about what made it possible for somebody else to have done it. As long as the crime scene is the orca pool room, then Sasha's the only one who could have committed the crime. No need for pity or baldness, just finish him off with a swift verdict. It appears the defense has no objections. Very well, I will give my verdict.
Hold it!
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. But you were so quiet, Mr. Wright. Do you have anything to say now? The defense has a counter-argument. You do? Pitiful. Such desperation. You look pale. Are you sure you're prepared to make this counter-argument? The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Never forget those words, no matter how many years go by. Even though it's probably just a bluff, I'll give it to them with a smile. What if the scene of the crime was somewhere else? The scene of the crime? Somewhere else? What, you're finding fault with the police investigation now? As I understand it, the prosecution's argument is as follows. The scene of the crime was the orca pool room. Only the defendant and the victim entered the room when there was no water in the pool. Therefore, only the defendant could have committed the crime. Excuse me. That is correct. But if the scene of the crime was not the orca pool room, then somebody other than the defendant could have committed the crime. Are you sure you know where you're going with this? I might not be too sure, but I can't back down now. Mr. Wright, I hope that I'm wrong, but this isn't one of your bluffs by any chance. Of course not. The judge knows me far too well. And do you have a theory on where the actual scene of the crime was? Yes, of course. Think, Phoenix, think. Think of a place other than the orca pool room where one could fall to one's death. Then by all means, please share your theory with the court. Where was the real scene of the murder? Well, if the water could be drained from the orca pool, then obviously it could be drained from the show pool, too. That's obviously the same depth, so, yeah.
Take that!
The show stage pool might have been drained of its water at some point as well, and if so, it would be just as possible to fall to one's death there as the orca pool. Right, Dono. What you're doing is a disgrace to your profession. I sincerely hope you have some basis for what you're suggesting. Of course I do. I will, as soon as I think of something. The victim's body was found in the orca pool. How do you explain that?
Objection!
How about if, after the victim was killed in the show stage pool, his body was moved to the orca pool? How about if? What kind of presentation of your argument is that? You had better have a reasonable explanation of how the body was moved. There's no turning back now. I have to think of a way the body could have been moved. Was there something at the scene that could have been used to move the body? I don't know if it's this or the stretcher, but...
Take that!
The hoist runs between the Orca pool room and the show stage. The stretcher can be hung from the hoist to move things like Orla or the Skull Rock. The stretcher could have also been used to move the dead body. Yes, if the stretcher can move the Orca or the Skull Rock, it seems likely it could also be used to move a dead body as well. Wow, somehow that worked. I just might be able to pull this off. If the show pool was the scene of the crime, somebody else could have done it.
Objection!
You desperately spew conjecture, and now you even make up a crime scene. Ah! Eek! Not again! You don't have the soul of a warrior. You don't deserve to be on the battlefield. And even your fabrication is half-baked. It's a disgrace. What do you mean, half-baked? The hoist can be operated from the Orca pool room only. Gah. And the only person who entered the Orca pool room was the defendant. So even if the body was moved, the only one who could have moved it was the defendant herself. Ah! Order. So it comes back to the defendant no matter which pool it was. I think I already know. Orla also rammed into it. The victim's... It had been moved from the show pool. And we see Shipley's body near it. So Shipley was probably jammed in there after he was killed. And then was moved to the pool room unknowingly by Orla. Meaning I can't clear Sasha either way? Sasha said she moved Orla and the Skull Rock. And I believe her. So could it be possible that she moved the body herself without being aware of it? Mr. Wright, do you have any objection as Prosecutor Blackwell's claim? Do I have an objection to the claim that the defendant moved the body? I have no objections. Miss Buckler must have been the one who moved the body. What? Mr. Wright, are you admitting the defendant committed the murder? No. Oops. I'm simply conceding that she was the only one who could have moved the body. However, I contend Miss Buckler was not aware that is what she was doing. The culprit made her move it, unbeknownst to her. The defendant moved a dead body without recognizing that it was a dead body. How could that be possible? The body was found in the Orca pool. Must have been moved there somehow. I might find some kind of hint in the things she moved with the stretcher. The culprit made Miss Buckler move the body along with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
The Skull Rock. Miss Buckler told me yesterday that she moved the Skull Rock over when she was cleaning. The only two things Miss Buckler moved to the Orca pool are Orla and the Skull Rock. I would like to suggest that the victim's body may have been stuck inside the Skull Rock. What? Hidden inside the rock, the body could have been moved to the Orca pool with the hoist. At the show stage, Marlon Rhymes loaded up the Skull Rock with the body inside, and then he used the walkie-talkie to let Miss Buckler know the rock was loaded. Miss Buckler operated the hoist from the Orca pool room and moved the stretcher. She moved the rock without knowing the body was inside. You really think there's enough space inside the Skull Rock to place a body? The swashbuckler flyer indicates it could be possible. Please focus the question on the question at the bottom left. Oh, it says, who will obtain the gold coins hidden in the Skull Rock? In that case, I suppose the rock is most likely hollow. What's more, if the body was inside the Skull Rock, it explains the remaining unanswered questions. Such as? Please take a look at the security footage of the scene Miss DePlume witnessed. Where did the body that Miss DePlume saw come from? Please recall, what was Orla doing to the Skull Rock at this time? She was headbutting it. Oh, that's right. Orla's ramming released the body from the Skull Rock. The body had been placed inside the Skull Rock and moved there from the show stage. I assert that the real murder scene was in fact the show stage pool.
Silence!
What rubbish is this now? You don't have a single scrap of evidence.
Objection!
It's easy enough to verify what I say. Take a look inside the Skull Rock for yourself. You should find some kind of proof that the body was there. Blood, fibers, hair. Right, don't know. Mr. Wright, that was incredible. You turned things completely around. And to think, it all started with that half-baked bluff, too. Whew, that was a close one. Did you really have to add that last bit, though? If the murder took place at the show stage, then who is the perpetrator? It is naturally the person who was at the show stage. Mr. Rhymes, weren't you the one who loaded the skull rock onto the stretcher at the show stage? Wow, Mr. Wright, that was some pretty smart brainwork you did there. To be honest, I never thought you could figure it out. I tried to protect myself, but I guess it came back to bite me. Are you confessing you gave false testimony before, Mr. Rhymes? That's perjury! Yeah, what Mr. Wright says is true. The body was inside the skull rock. And it's true that the captain was killed in the show pool, too. What? He's admitting it that easily? This time, I'm going to tell you the whole truth about what happened that day. The whole truth. In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air, and the captain came down and slammed into the water. I can still remember the spectators' screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding that body. I freaked. Scream? Wait, what? So now we're back to the orca again, I see. If you were going to give testimony like that, why did I bother putting you on the stand? All I'm doing is telling the truth. That day, Sasha wanted to do the old version of the Swashbuckler Spectacular, so I suggested she hide the body in the skull rock and move it to the orca pool. I was going to figure out what to do with the body after the show was over. The orca is the one that killed the captain. It wasn't me, and it wasn't Sasha. So it was Mr. Rhymes' idea to hide the body in the skull rock? But if Mr. Rhymes is the culprit, why would he protect Sasha? False charges against Sasha would mean he himself would escape suspicion. So why? Mr. Wright, how about if you leave this one to me? Athena, do you mean you heard something? Yep, noise. Discord in Mr. Rhymes' heart. So that means somewhere in his testimony there's an inconsistency in his emotions. Alright, Athena, give him a good counseling session. You got it, boss. Time to psychoanalyze. Huh? What's this? What are you getting at, Athena? This testimony is pretty complex. Feelings of deep sadness and intense anger are being called up. Those two emotions appear to be running out of control. Out of control emotions? Is that going to be a problem? We'll have to probe their cause if we want to get his true emotions and testimony. There might even be odd or unnatural spots in his testimony he isn't aware of. Again, we have to sit through this tutorial again because you can access this case before case 2. Walmart would like to know your location. What? Alright, let's probe for the cause of this out-of-control emotion, then. I'll explain how to probe. Let's find the root cause together. When you see something off in the statement, press probe L. Next, point to what's causing Mr. Rhymes' out-of-control emotions. Finally, press probe X to complete the process. When emotions are out of control, memories can be recalled incorrectly. If you still haven't found anything after all the statements and images, I'll help. Great, alright. We'll get started comparing the statements with the images. You don't remember the smiley face blue bag? Oh, yeah. I didn't realize you were comparing that to Widget. In the show pool, the orca shot the captain up into the air. Then the captain came down and slammed into the water. I still remember the spectators' screams clearly. All Sasha did was move the body. She was trying to protect the orca. Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body. I freaked. I mean, it's pretty obvious. If this happened during the night, there wouldn't be anyone spectating this. I doubt there were any spectators there at the show stage when the owner died. If there had been, those witnesses would have told us the true crime scene right away. What? Oh, right, of course. I just made a mistake. Okay, that made the sadness subside. So maybe the spectator's part was the part that was making him sad? I wonder why he would make that mistake saying spectators were there. How strange. The only thing I could think of is that he was mixing up one memory with another. Like he was in a similar situation before and it was deeply imprinted on his heart. A situation where an orca killed somebody and there were spectators there. Hey, think I know why he's mixing up his memories. The reason why Mr. Rhymes mixed up his memories is...
Take that!
Mr. Rhymes, I think I know what happened. Could you have been mixing up what happened a year ago with this incident? Maybe that's why you slipped and said the owner was killed in front of spectators? What? How did you... You're right. I did see the orca kill somebody a year ago. But what about it? I was just one of the spectators. Really? Just another spectator? Must have been a reason why you feel great sadness about the incident last year.
Silence!
Stop this nonsensical scrutiny of feelings. Just present evidence to prove your point. Eep. Did he get therapy? Well, Well, he's getting therapy now. Boss, do we have any kind of evidence that would back us up here? There is one piece that comes to mind that might explain his sadness. Well, I'm waiting. Let's see this evidence that has to do with Marlon Rhymes' sadness.
Take that!
Azura Summers died in an accidental death 1 year ago. This is her boyfriend's charm. Hey! What are you doing with that charm? It was found in Rifle's stomach yesterday. Judging by your reaction, I believe this charm belongs to you. I guess I need to push him just a little further to make him admit it. Mr. Rhymes said the word charm. He was very rattled. Better examine this charm a little more. Good idea. Let's look inside it. Huh? What's this? A photograph? Hey, this is... Azura Summers and Marlon Rhymes. Why didn't they look inside this charm sooner? It's like you can't examine evidence in this game for some reason. Mr. Rhymes, you and Azura Summers were a couple, weren't you? So what if we were a couple? Doesn't have anything to do with the captain's case. You believe that you saw the orca kill your girlfriend. That's the cause of your sadness. Isn't that emotion of yours connected to the current case?
Silence!
The only thing you revealed was the witness's connection to the victim of last year's incident. What does that witness's past have to do with the case at hand? I don't know yet. We managed to pinpoint the source of his sadness. Let's delve into who Mr. Rhymes is angry at. I can still remember the captain's dead body clearly. Obviously, he hates the orca because he believes that she killed Azura. Mr. Rhymes, you're angry with Orla, aren't you? Angry? At an orca? Why would I be? If you think I have some reason to be mad, then show me some proof. Do I have proof that Mr. Rhymes has a reason to be mad? No. I've got your proof. But that evidence we just took a look at would come in handy here. This charm indicates that you were Azura Summers' boyfriend. I'm sure you believe Orla killed your girlfriend a year ago. You lost your girlfriend, so you've been angry at Orla. Alright, I'll admit it. I'll never forgive that orca. Azura is dead, and that orca is still swimming around, happy as a clam. I became an animal keeper just so I could prove that orca is a killer. You're right. I want that orca to pay. There. Do you feel good dragging up a person's past? But it still doesn't change anything. He's right. I disagree. It does change things. His out-of-control emotion quieted down. Now we should be able to find the truth behind that emotion. Huh. It's about emotional intensity. According to my analysis, Mr. Rhymes is usually a very calm person. Let's see if we can find any inconsistencies between his words and his emotions. Oh no! It's his words here. When he found the body, I freaked, but he's not showing any sort of shock. So that's probably the emotion.
Got it.
Mr. Plume witnessed the orca finding the body. You freaked. Really? What are you getting at? With Mr. Plume as a witness, Orla was guaranteed to be accused of the murder. Didn't it work out exactly as you'd hoped? In order to have Orla put down, you made sure Mr. Plume witnessed that scene. Yes, it happened while his big head was floating behind him, ominously. So you figured all that out, did you? Mr. Rhymes, are you admitting it? I didn't really want to have to fight anybody but the orca. But you leave me no choice. Look at that fucking throat. Ugh. Ah! Now it's time to get serious. Ahoy! What? Yo, ho, ho! Ahoy, me meat brothers represent. Avasti grass eaters, stay free. Take me words and pop 'em in your mouth. Scurvy grass eaters kneel to me beat. Yo, ho, ho, bro, I'm ready for the showdown. SpongeBob big guy pants, okay? What is going on? Where did this pirate fellow come from? He looks like a completely different person. So to answer your question, if he got therapy, probably not. Order! If we don't have order, Prosecutor Blackwell will yell at us. Even Prosecutor Blackwell's at a loss for words. So I plan to have that wench be a witness? Arr! Did Mom just buff up into a pirate rapper, yeah? You caught me out. It be true I thought that orca's murderous ways should be found out. But that's why I schemed to have the Plume see the body. That be why I had the Plume see the body. So you admit it, you deliberately framed Orla? Arr, it be true. What skin be that off anybody's nose? That orca be a murdering scurvy dog. I may have a grudge against that orca, but I always felt grateful toward the captain. The orca murdered Azure and the captain, so of course he should be the one to walk the plank. I don't have a response to that. I agree it wouldn't make any sense for him to kill the owner. Why would he? But his hatred for Orla, on the other hand, comes through loud and clear. Wait a minute. If killing Mr. Shipley doesn't make sense, who would it make sense for Rhymes to kill? Maybe my theory has been all wrong. Your Honor, I think I just became aware of a new fact. Oh, and what is that? Now that we know about Mr. Rhymes' intense hatred of Orla, it turns out the premise we've been arguing under on its ear. I will now reveal the identity of the individual Mr. Rhymes meant to kill from the start.
Take that!
What? So the witness's intent was to kill the orca? Exactly. The witness's intended victim was not Jack Shipley. From the start, it was all a scheme to kill Orla. The orca was his true target, but Jack Shipley is the one who died. The orca is alive and quite well. He's right. He wanted to kill the orca, and yet it was Jack Shipley who fell to his death. How did that happen? Wait a minute, what if Mr. Rhymes wanting to kill Orla was somehow connected to Mr. Shipley's death? At a loss for words, are you? What happened to your bravado of a moment ago? Enough of these reckless words without any basis in fact.
Objection!
They aren't reckless words. The basis for my claim is that the real murder scene, the show pool. What are you talking about? It's my contention to show that the two incidents happened at the show pool. The attempted murder of the orca and the victim falling to his death. First of all, in order to kill the orca, Mr. Rhymes removed something from the scene. And by doing so, he made it possible for Mr. Shipley to fall to his death. He did what now? Mr. Wright, what did Mr. Rhymes remove in an attempt to kill Orla? The water.
Take that!
Don't tell me you're trying to claim he tried to kill the orca by draining the pool water. That's exactly what I'm claiming. To help the defendant with the cleaning, Marlon Rhymes took charge of Orla, with the plan to kill Orla in the show pool. And because the pool was drained, it made it possible for Jack Shipley to fall to his death in the show pool. How's them apples? Tried to kill the orca, you say? Can you even prove there was nary a drop of water in the pool? That day I was simply looking after the orca. Why would I have the monstrous thought of killing it?
Objection!
You claim you were looking after Orla in the early mornings of July 20th. Ugh. You claim you were looking after Orla in the early morning hours of July 20th. That's the second time I made that same exact mistake. Early mornings. But I don't think you were doing a very good job of it. After all, Orla wasn't given anything to eat during that time. How would you know such a thing? I know because of Orla's record here in the torpedo data system. This system continuously records data on the subjects it monitors. From Orla's record, we could tell exactly when she ate, or didn't eat. Sink me! Nobody ever told me about that dastardly contraption! Only a few of the Ship-Shape Aquarium staff know about this system. According to Orla's record, she never ate in those early morning hours of the 20th. You planned to kill Orla, and that's why you didn't feed her.
Silence!
You're wasting time. What proof of that do you have? Perhaps the orca simply wasn't hungry. He's right. I don't have any proof. If Orla simply didn't eat, then that would create an inconsistency. Where did her fish go? Her fish? Good question. Where did it disappear to? Fish. What does it matter? What relevance does it have to the case? Cease this stalling with inconsequential questions. Stop delving into the depths of the orca's stomach and delve into the case instead.
Objection!
But wait, it may seem like a small inconsistency, but it's an issue of great importance, I think. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? How could this fish disappear? Somebody must have eaten it. So who came to the show stage and ate Orla's fish? I think I might have a pretty good idea. I believe that there must have been a visitor to the show stage that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice. Visitor? Are you trying to introduce yet another suspect at this 11th hour? It was me, I ate the fish. Now I want sushi. I wonder if, I mean, tomorrow's the 2nd, so everything's gonna be open again. And I have to work, so I might get something for dinner. I have to see what my family's doing, because I think we kind of ate all of our leftovers. So we're probably going back to normal tomorrow. Outside of maybe like 1 or 2 things. 1 second. Sorry about that. I thought I heard someone calling me. If you utter any more of your careless remarks, Taka won't look favorably upon it. I don't plan to utter any careless remarks. Whether my remarks will actually be related to the case or not, I don't yet know. Don't worry, boss. If Taka comes this way, I'll fend him off. But do try to keep your remarks careful. Somehow Orla's fish disappeared. Somebody must have visited the show stage, but who? This was the visitor this was the visitor to the show stage. Sasha Buckler, Herman Crab. It was Rifle. And we have proof. I believe Rifle the Penguin visited the show stage. First an orca, and now a penguin? Why would you be saying such a thing, Mr. Lawyer? I didn't see Rifle during the early morning hours. Do you have any proof Rifle visited the show stage? If you be a lawyer of any sort, show me your evidence. The bottom of Rifle's feet were pink for some reason. They were pink for an amazing reason. The fact is a clue that Rifle was indeed at the show stage. I have to present the piece of evidence that connects Rifle to the show stage. Now to prove my lawyer worth my salt. This is the proof that Rifle visited the show stage.
Take that!
Oh my, what a cute little sign. Look at all those adorable stars. These stars are actually starfish. Miss Buckler painted on the sign herself. In the early morning hours of the 20th, she left this sign at the show stage to dry out. Mr. Rhymes kept an eye on the sign for Miss Buckler while the paint was drying. Aye, that be true, but what be your point? On this sign is proof that Rifle visited the show stage. Proof of the penguin's visit? I'm afraid I don't see it. Where's this proof that the penguin visited the show stage? Please point it out. It's obviously these in the corner that don't look right. A couple of the pink starfish are shaped a little differently from the others. Oh, you're right. They almost look like little leaves. Rifle had pink paint on the bottom of her feet. These little leaf-like shapes in the sign are actually Rifle's footprints. Rifle made these footprints by walking on the sign before it was dry. One time when I was coming home from college, because I was walking down to the train station to go back home, and I didn't realize that they had redone the cement on some of the sidewalk panels, and I stepped right into the wet cement, and it was like stuck all over my shoe. And I was like, ah. I had to like buy new shoes right after that. Can't remember when that happened, but it happened. Oh, what a cute little pink penguin print. I'm having a stroke. What cute little pink penguin prints. So there are footprints. What of them? Marlon Rhymes was watching over the sign at the show stage while the paint dried, and during that time the penguin paid a visit. According to the torpedo data system, we know that Rifle ate something that morning of the 20th. Most likely, Rifle ate the fish meant for Orla that was at the show stage. Orla's snack was a small quantity of fish. Even a penguin could have eaten it all. Begad, Rifle ate Orla's fish? Who be ye to say Rifle ate Orla's fish? She could have picked up food anywhere. That doesn't change the fact that I really was at the show stage. After all, I had to help move the skull rock. Couldn't have been moved without me. Bames Non's having a strong colbondulance. People have brought that joke up before in my stream when I mess up. The witness Whoa, why am I doing the judge voice now? The witness claims he never saw the penguin. How do you explain this contradiction? Both Mr. Rhymes and Rifle were at the show stage, but Mr. Rhymes didn't see her. So where could Mr. Rhymes have been at the time? Right, Dono, if you aren't up to the task, I could disprove the witness's testimony for you. If I leave it to Prosecutor Blackwell, Sasha will be declared guilty immediately. Can't let him interrupt this line of reasoning. Mr. Wright, let's try to figure out how things looked when Rifle came to the show stage. Mr. Rhymes at the show stage, keeping an eye on Orla and the sign. And we know it must have been true because he helped move the skull rock. Then Rifle came in and walked over to the sign. Would Mr. Rhymes notice Rifle if he was right there? Well, let's think about where Mr. Rhymes could have been. Is there a place in the show stage area from which Rifle couldn't have been seen?
Take that!
In the pool? What? Inside the pool? But you're right. If he was inside the pool, he wouldn't have noticed Rifle. So you're saying Mr. Rhymes was underwater the whole time Rifle was eating? No, not underwater. When I think about it, what he was trying to do, the answer's clear. Now I'm finally starting to get the whole picture. Just like yesterday, must you two always be whispering to each other? Why don't you admit that resorting to a penguin will get you nowhere?
Objection!
Oh, I don't know about that. The fact that Mr. Rhymes didn't notice Rifle is such a small inconsistency. But it's a key point that proves what Mr. Rhymes was trying to do. The penguin is a key point. The show stage pool is very deep. Rifle came to visit while Mr. Rhymes was at the bottom of the pool. He would have never noticed Rifle. Arrgh! Orcas can be out of the water for a short time without sustaining damage. But if they're out of the water for a long time, they weaken and eventually die. In order to kill Orla, Mr. Rhymes had to drain the pool. And while the pool was drained of its water, Mr. Shipley fell to his death. The show stage pool is about 65 feet deep, just like the Orca pool. Without water in the pool, a person could be made to fall 65 feet. Mr. Rhymes probably wondered what to do. If he continued with his plan to kill Orla, how would he dispose of Mr. Shipley's body? So he devised a plan to kill two birds with one stone. What? How? Mr. Rhymes went down to the bottom of the pool and put the victim's body in the rock. He then had Miss Buckler move the rock and the body together.
Silence!
And the witness made the defendant do this somehow without arousing her suspicion? That's right. Mr. Shipley told Miss Buckler that she couldn't perform in the new show. Miss Buckler became upset and wanted to switch back to the old version of the show. so Mr. Rhymes conveniently suggested that she take and hide a prop for the new show. Mr. Rhymes then manipulated Orla, using her singing and lifesaver tricks. He schemed to have Orla find the body while Mr. Plume would be standing witness. He saddled Orla with the false charge of murder, so that Orla would be put down. What? Arr! 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 So the fact that the witness didn't see the penguin, excuse me, shows that when Rifle visited the show stage, Rhymes was putting the body in the rock at the bottom of the pool. That is, Who would have thought the presence of a penguin could prove the witness's actions? It's working. Just a little further now, and Sasha will be proven not guilty.
Silence.
If you think you've won this battle, you are sorely mistaken. Your theory is based on the notion that the witness could manipulate the orca. Witness, can you control the orca's actions? Of course not. What kind of bilge be that? I be but a simple animal keeper. My memory serves. Wasn't Miss Buckler the only one who could issue commands to the orca? Well, you tried. Yeah. Oh. The judge's blade is sharper than the lawyer's. If you wish to do battle with the witness, you'll need a honed blade. Where's your sword of evidence that Marlon Rhymes can manipulate the orca? Ah! Gah, my hair, if I had been in my normal costume. Don't mind me just animating in the corner. Nice. Like I said, I have something coming tomorrow that will help me both draw and also play certain games on stream. Rhymes had to have manipulated Orla in order for his plan to work. But how can I prove it? Well, it appears to be this line of reasoning has become unsustainable. You're animating something for me? Oh, cool. Thank you.
Objection!
Well, it appears that I was mistaken. Athena? I've analyzed the hearts of all kinds of people. I have enough experience to see when I look into your heart that you haven't given up. So that objection was my way of speaking up for your heart. She's right. Why would I give up? Why would I become a lawyer again only to give up? I have to keep fighting. Athena, thank you. With your help, I've remembered the old right way. The right way? Your Honor, I'm not finished with presenting my argument. Do you have anything else to ask this witness? You cross-examined all the witnesses and presented all your evidence.
Objection!
All the witnesses? I don't think so. I haven't cross-examined the most important one, the central figure in both cases. The central figure? The one involved in not only the case a year ago, but this current case, too. I've never called her as a witness, but it's time to do so now. As someone who takes a while to think and weigh their options, I do get annoyed when I'm prematurely ruled out. I know. In this game, like, everyone wants... Because it has to do with the fact that the cases only take, like, 3 days. They apparently want court cases to be, like, as rapid as possible. So if you don't speak up after a few minutes, it's like, hey, we gotta move on here, bud. Who are you talking about? I demand you tell the court immediately. Who's the central figure in both cases? You know what it's fucking time for. Case 1-4.
Take that!
The defense calls the central figure in both cases Orla the Orca. Do you intend to cross-examine an orca? Ah, cross-examine an orca? You must be addled. It'd be impossible, says I.
Silence!
This absurdity is beyond the pale. How do you expect to question an orca, a creature incapable of speech?
Objection!
Orla's intricately involved in this case, and I have every right to cross-examine her. Besides, even if she can't speak, I think cross-examining her will be invaluable. Very well, do what you will then. But if you fail to garner anything from this little exercise with the orca, I hope you realize your reward for your efforts will be the defendant's guilty verdict. I'm ready and confident. So, cross-examining Orla, huh? That was a bold move, boss. Now all I have to do is figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. That's right. Now it's Orla's turn to help us save Sasha. An Orca defendant yesterday, an Orca witness today. This is truly unprecedented. But even though this is highly unusual, I'm prepared to allow it. Bailiff, ready the witness telecast. We'll have a 10-minute recess while the telecast is being set up. The teletext from the other day. I believe this should be the final segment coming up. I think I'll finish this case today. I'm going to probably go for another hour, so probably. July 22nd, 11:21 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Leave it to you to think of something like calling Orla, Mr. Wright. Well, she's the only one who knows all the answers, after all. Just talked to Pearls, and she said Orla seems to be feeling fine. Now we have to try and figure out how Mr. Rhymes manipulated Orla. If we put Mr. Rhymes and Orla together, maybe we could get some kind of clue. And I can't forget about the strange set of prints of Rhymes either. I really appreciate you trying to save both Orla and me. I had no idea Marlon hated Orla like that. I feel like I've been shocked by a torpedo ray. Of course he would hate the killer whale that murdered his girlfriend right in front of him. Oh, Mr. Plume, you been watching the trial? Oh yes, I came to make a declaration of war. A declaration of war? No matter what the results of today's trial, I will report the truth in my new book. Even if that truth goes against what I wrote in The Killer Whale. I don't know what the truth is, not even about what happened a year ago. Dr. Crab, Azura died right in front of my eyes, in the middle of a pirate show. She suddenly fell from the orca's back and began thrashing around in pain. The orca was singing a song and then started headbutting Azura over and over. Finally, the orca took Azura in her mouth and brought her to the side of the pool. Just before she died, Azura was holding her chest in obvious pain. She was holding her chest? Wait a minute, could it be? I don't think Orla was to blame for the incident a year ago, either. What? I think the cause of Miss Summers' death might have been her heart condition. Heart condition? What heart condition? Never heard anything about that. Miss Summers had a prescription from the Hickfield Clinic for a heart condition. The orca didn't kill her. I think it's possible her heart condition did. What? Azura had a heart condition too? I guess she hid it from everybody, just like I did. So that means the orca was innocent a year ago, too. It's just a theory, but I think the orca headbutted Azura to check on her, and then did her lifesaver trick to rescue her. So there was no need to put the orca down after all. So you really did intend to put Orla down? No, Jack and I, we're against such a thing from the start. But you said you were going to euthanize the orca. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Dr. Crab, about this capsule. It's not a poison, but a sleeping drug, right? That's right, even if Orla attacks someone. Or even if the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demands she be put down. Never had any intention of killing her. Would use sleeping pills to make it look like she was dead and then set her free. That's why I purchased so many sleeping capsules. Oh, that's why? I never considered the possibility that poor woman's death was illness. She seems pretty disturbed to be wrong. I simply want to know the truth. That is why I will tell you who my client is. The day I witnessed the owner's death, I was there at the request of the animal keeper. Marlon Rhymes? That is correct. That day, my client called me to ask me to investigate the orca pool. He must have wanted you to witness what Orla was going to do. Why did you decide to tell us this? My desire to protect my client was standing in the way of the truth. I couldn't allow that. I'll be watching to see how this all unfolds. Good luck to you, blue and yellow duo. Well, that was quite a bombshell she just dropped, and so casually, too. That woman really is a free spirit. Do you remember what you said yesterday, Mr. Lawyer? You'd expose any secret if it would help save Sasha? I remember. It's my duty as a lawyer. Well, I just wanted you to know that I don't blame you for exposing the aquarium's secret. It may put me in hot water, but if it helps save the orca, let me clue you in on another secret. Focus on the orca's song. The orca's song, huh? What could he be hinting at? Oh, Mr. Wright, looks like it's time. Alright, let's go back in. You've got it, boss. We're gonna go in there and save Sasha and Orla. Together. Animation's gonna be a silly. You sliding across the screen, a circular motion hit a stereotypical kawaii pose. Oh, I love that. This is a matter of life and death. You better straight up tell us. Yeah, I know. Why wouldn't Dr. Crab just say? July 22nd, 11:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. This court will now reconvene. Is the witness, Orla Shipley, commonly known as Orla, ready? Well, the Orca is present, but I highly doubt she understands what's going on. Oh, just as adorable as yesterday. Distinctly remember you being afraid of her on several occasions. Now then, Mr. Wright, how do you propose to cross-examine the witness? I intend to have the young lady there with Orla help me. Hello, everyone. It's either on a be that or you spinning and clipping into a wall. Those both sound great. That young lady, didn't I meet her once before, a long time ago? Yes, that's Pro Fay, my old friend. Well, well, didn't she grow up to be a lovely young lady? I would like to cross-examine the Orca, yeah. I have no interest in this chit-chat. On with the cross-examination. Mr. Wright, this is all your fault. Why are you dawdling? How is this my fault? The court will now hear the testimony of Orla Shipley. How Orla was manipulated. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you seriously intend to cross-examine this Orca? Well, she is a key witness for the defense, after all, sir. Aw. Every time you come into my courtroom, you open my eyes with a new way of thinking. Hey, Indigo! How you doing? Happy New Year. I'm gonna keep forgetting. Shout out. Oh yeah, is that bot working again? I forgot. I better check after the stream is over. Happy New Year. What are you streaming tonight? Hello, hello. Every time you come into my courtroom, you open my eyes to a new way of thinking. A new dimension. It appears this will be another one of those times. Yes, he's giving me the go-ahead. I'd now like to put the witness and Mr. Rhymes together to see how he manipulated the Orca. Sweet, Your Honor. I would without a doubt believe everything it says. Did some Animal Crossing before that. You're doing Mario 3D World. Nice. Hopefully Orla will have some kind of reaction. Fine by me, but naught will happen, I tell ye. Mr. Rhymes was right. Nothing happened. Guess I shouldn't have expected it to be easy. How did he manipulate her? Right, Dono, I hope you realize that if you can't prove with this cross-examination how Rhymes controlled the Orca, your defendant will be declared guilty immediately. Yes, I realize that. This is my last chance. I have to figure out how Rhymes commanded Orla to do her tricks. Please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Very close to finishing Mario 3D World, which means I get to Bowser's Fury soon. I loved Bowser's Fury. That was such a fun game. It's short, but it's condensed. It's so nice. How Orla was manipulated.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley, I'm afraid Fleet is not going to get us anywhere. If this is your plan of action, you're incapable of interpreting Orca speech. This entire exercise is folly.
Objection!
Still never played Bowser's Fury? You should. You leave the interpretation of Orla's heart to me. It's a short game. You could, like, 100% it in less than 10 hours. Alright, girl. What do you gotta say? Let me hear it. Oh, Orla, you're so cute! Right, Dono. Surely you don't intend to continue this farce. I do. Miss Shipley, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
Could you interpret that for the court, Miss Sykes? Make a strong reading of happiness. Maybe she thinks she's doing a show? I demand serious witness testimony. This is no time for fun and games. You continue this mockery, I will subject you to 40 lashes with a wet fish. Not a wet noodle? That just sounds fishy. Hey, speaking from experience, anything's better than 40 lashes from a whip. The defense will please caution its witness to conduct herself with propriety. Instead of impersonating a one-orca band, could you show us the lifesaver trick? I guess Orla won't do what you want unless you give her the proper signal. Get mag, hawk goth bitch. Oh, doesn't Orla sing beautifully? Taka's singing voice is much more melodic and clear. Meh, neither one should quit their day job. Please continue your testimony, Miss Shipley.
Hold it!
Miss Shipley seems to want to communicate something. Perhaps she's hungry? Miss Faye, could you give Miss Shipley a snack? Certainly. One moment. What a heartwarming scene. Reminds me of my granddaughter with her pet. Wow, your granddaughter must have a pretty large pet. Stop all this pet prattle and get on with the cross-examination. But she's such an adorable creature. I never get tired of looking at her.
Silence!
I, on the other hand, have had more than enough fill of this tomfoolery. Enough is enough. Sounds like Prosecutor Blackwell's about to blow his top. What should I do? Should I continue the cross-examination? I'm not finished with my cross-examination. You've just about exhausted my patience, Wright Dono. Mr. Wright, please finish as quickly as you can. Yes, Your Honor. I'm not really sure how to continue, to tell the truth. Mr. Rhymes had to have commanded Orla somehow. Do you have anything in evidence he could have used? With Orla, it's not like I could present evidence that contradicts a particular statement. Guess it doesn't matter which statement. What could be used to command Orla? Witness, please continue with your testimony. Man literally bought a shoulder bird in the courtroom and is chewing on its feather. He doesn't have a leg to stand on, yeah. I mean, it's gotta be the whistle, right?
Objection!
No, it isn't. This piece of evidence clearly... Summer's boyfriend has videos of her using a whistle to make the orca do tricks.
Objection!
Sasha told me an interesting story about Miss Summers. Most likely, Mr. Rhymes still has these videos of Miss Summers. Miss Faye, could I ask for your help? Of course, Mr. Nick. What is it? You're using Mr. Rhymes' TV phone, correct? I'd like you to examine it for me. Oh, right, he gave it to her yesterday. Please look for videos of Azura Summers issuing whistle commands to Orla. Videos? Not too sure how to do that, but I'll give it a try. My apologies to Marlon. Right, Dono, what are you up to? You'll see in a moment, if Pearls can find those videos for me. Mr. Nick, I found them. I found some videos like you described. You did? Thank you, Miss Faye. Just as I suspected. How did Marlon Rhymes get Orla to do those tricks? I will now show you. With Mr. Rhymes' cell phone. His cell phone? Are you implying he used an app? Miss Faye, see if you can issue Orla a command. Me? Can I do such a thing? You might be able to if you play a video with the whistle signal on it. If there's a video of the lifesaver trick, please play that part. Before you do, though, please put the practice dummy in the pool. Practice dummy. Alright. In it goes. There, it sank to the bottom. Now I'll play a video. Orla's diving down, heading straight for the dummy. What a smart girl you are, Orla. The lifesaver trick was a complete success, Mr. Nick. Do you know orcas can live human level lifespans in the wild? Females usually 80 to 90 years, and males 30 to 60. Or 30. Males usually die sooner, but... Why is Rhymes and Blackwell built like a One Piece character and is he single? This is too cute, yeah. Thank you, Miss Faye. You were a big help, and now I have proof. Unbelievable, you actually pulled it off. That was the lifesaver trick we saw yesterday. Is Miss Faye an orca trader now? No, Your Honor. I'll explain after we try one more trick. Let's see if we can command Orla to do the singing trick. Miss Faye, if there's a video of the singing trick, please play that. Certainly. Let's see, is it this video? Oh my, isn't she wonderful? Also, orcas are technically dolphins, Delphinidae family. Oh wow. That was the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. I think we actually get to see that video too. Oh, what a lovely singing voice. Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. Sorry about that. Also makes it more befuddling that they're also sometimes called killer whales. I mean, yeah, that's the name we gave them. It wasn't bad. By the way, how did Miss Faye give the orca those commands? Marlon Rhymes has something on his phone that his girlfriend, Azura Summers, sent him. They're videos of Miss Summers issuing commands to Orla with a whistle. If they have Orla listen to the sounds of the signals, anyone at all could command Orla. Oh my, anyone at all? Yes, I believe so, Your Honor. All they would have to do is play those videos. Mr. Wright, please submit those videos as evidence. I'm getting the sneaking suspicion the judge wants to try it out for himself. Can't finish the animation until next week because you're moving from an apartment to a small house to officially be with your partner. Oh, that's lovely, dummy. I'm so happy for you. Miss Faye, could you send those videos to the TV phone here? Alright, certainly. Got them. Alright, I'll try playing one. Yeah, we do get to see this. Well, this ain't Free Willy, that's for sure. Speaking of cute things, I don't know if I mentioned this, but we got a Roomba for as one of the Christmas gifts to our mother. And every day, it vacuums the floor at 3 p.m. And it's really fun to just watch it, like, leave the dock, vacuum, and then go back to the dock on its own. We named it Pancake. My brother named it Pancake. So that's what we all call it. Can you sit on it? Probably not. It's not that heavy. Got them. Alright, I'll try playing one. She sounds like Gurr from Invader Zim. Actually, that name, Killer Whale, was given most likely because early sailors saw orcas actually killing whales. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Can I bring my cat over and he could sit on it? I mean, I would like to have a pet. We have not had a pet in so long. But I would preferably like to raise a couple pigeons when I move out, if I ever move out. Saw the orca from the movie at the aquarium at the coast. Serious? Really? That's cool. So this was a training session a year ago, huh? But wait a minute, there's something about that song that bothers me. It makes it even more confusing that it was Killer Whale, not Whale Killer, if orcas are the ones killing the whales. Well, that's true. That is an interesting point. Cell phone used by Ship Shape Aquarium. Videos of Summers can be viewed. It was really small, but I remember Keiko, yeah. Wow. If the orca can be commanded using videos on a cell phone, then that means that Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the creature. You're going to bed now? Okay. Take care. At some point, it thought it originally was Whale Killer, but English did its weird thing and it reversed, yeah. Oh, it thought that it was originally Whale Killer, and it just got swapped. Alright. Arrgh. Mr. Rhymes, you can't talk your way out of it now.
Silence.
I have to commend you. That was very good proof. I concede Marlon Rhymes could have manipulated the orca. Wood Rhymes, leaving it there. Okay. That's fair. Fair point. But isn't it true that the defendant could have done it as well? All she would have to do is use the whistle she knows how to use so well. And she wouldn't have had to use those videos. Surely you admit that's a possibility. She could have easily had Norma de Plume witness the singing and the lifesaver trick. So he's trying to argue it was equally possible for Sasha as it was for Rhymes, is he? But is that true? Let me think about that for a minute. Culprit made sure Mr. Plume heard the song and saw the lifesaver trick. Could Sasha have shown these two tricks to the witness? No. We already know from the very beginning of this case, she can't do two tricks at a time. Want Blackwell's hair. He should go work for Pantene or Garnier. No, I don't think Miss Buckler could have created the same conditions as the culprit. You challenge me to a battle? I hope your sword is sharpened. Let me see those sword skills of yours. Don't you worry, my sword is drawn and ready. My sword is evidence that the two tricks couldn't have been shown at the same time.
Take that!
Mr. Plume said in her testimony that she witnessed these two tricks at the same time. However, the fact is inconsistent with how Orla performs tricks. How Orla performs tricks? What are you talking about? Orla can't perform two tricks at once. She performs only one trick per whistle signal. That's how she's been trained. In other words, it would be just like with a dog. If you told him to both sit and shake at the same time, he wouldn't do them. Might I understand it correctly? Yes, that's the idea, Your Honor. I wonder if the judge is a dog. Coffee. Would Blackpill love me a bitter coffee in the morning? There's literally a prosecutor all about coffee, and that's not Blackquill. What a farce. So are you saying that the witness somehow managed to procure an impossible scenario? Ah, if the creature's own trainer couldn't do it, how could I? Yes, it is a mystery, isn't it? Boss, you don't have to agree so cheerfully. The defense is claiming that Marlon Rhymes manipulated the Orca. Cube. His favorite colors are the same as Quinn's and Kyle's, black and white coincidentally. Oh, wow. But if you cannot explain fully how this was done, your argument doesn't hold water. Water bottle. You can't straighten out your own theory. Would you like me to straighten you out? No thank you. So Orla can't do two tricks at a time, but Mr. Plume saw her do it. This logical inconsistency means there's a flaw somewhere. Is Mr. Plume lying? Or is it not true that Orla can't do two tricks at a time? Mr. Plume had no reason to lie about such a thing. It really is impossible for Orla to perform two tricks at once. Then maybe either the lifesaver trick or the singing trick was faked? Faked. Yes, maybe Orla only performed one of the tricks, but it was made to look like she performed two.
Silence!
Maybe. How do you expect to conduct a sword battle with conjecture? Sounds like I'd better present some evidence here and fast. Although I'm concerned about your profuse sweating, Mr. Wright, allow me to ask you. Which of the two was faked? The lifesaver trick or the singing trick? The song. Because we saw her do the lifesaver trick. The defense wishes to argue that the singing trick was faked. And on what grounds do you base your assertion that the singing trick was fake? Wait, do I not have the screenshots of the orca in the pool anymore? I guess it must be the phone. There's several videos of Rhymes' phone sent to him by Summers. In the video, Summers is having the orca do the tricks such as lifesaver and singing. The song in the video is different from the one in the show now.
Take that!
That item proves the singing trick was faked? No, Your Honor, this piece of evidence will not prove that. In other words, this piece of evidence is a fake-out. And if this evidence is a fake-out, then the singing trick was a fake-out as well. Boss, I don't think that makes any sense. Momentum is key at times like these. I can hear every word you're saying, Mr. Wright. Still confident it was the singing trick that was fake. Wasn't somebody looking at something and saying the songs were different? Ask you once again, Mr. Wright. And on what grounds do you assert that the singing trick was fake? Yeet's Pokemon move. Well, how do I find the data that says the singing trick was different? Showing the song is different from the one DePlume heard. Oh, there we go. He had to use Splash at some point. This is a recording of a recent Swashbuckler Spectacular. In this recording, Orla sings the same song she sang for Miss Fay earlier. But Mr. Plume said that this song is different from the one that was sung a year ago. The song is different? Orca Ejection. Hey, Karma. Please listen to the song in the video from a year ago, sent to the cell phone. Sorry you're late, you were teased. Happy New Year, Karma. Yes, it sounds quite different from the song Orla sang for Miss Fay earlier. And yet this is the same video Miss Fay used to issue the command to Orla to sing. By having Mr. Plume listen to the song recorded on the cell phone video, the true culprit made Mr. Plume think Orla was singing the song from a year ago. Happy TF, yeah, he was. Oh, you were the one teasing him. Only Marlon Rhymes, the owner of the cell phone videos, could have done this.
Silence!
But Mr. Plume said that she heard the orca singing right in front of her. How do you claim he made her do that? How was the song recording played? I intend to explain that too, of course. What? The answer lies somewhere in the Orca Pool Visitors Corridor. Marlon Rhymes played the song recording by using this.
Take that!
Mr. Plume had heard the song while she was in the Orca Pool Visitors Corridor. There's a speaker in that corridor so that visitors can hear the orca sounds. And you claim the song was played from that speaker? How? Are we going to ignore the fact that the man is a big-ass fish in the hot-ass courtroom? Not like that cannot smell good, and he's also munching on it raw. Yeah. Well, it is a marlin fish, so it's on brand, yeah. Here's how Rhymes played the song over the speaker in the corridor.
Take that!
Through the walkie-talkie. Mr. Rhymes could broadcast the song and the video to the speaker by using a walkie-talkie. And he could get Orla to do a trick by letting her hear Miss Summer's whistle signal, too. He played the singing through the speaker, and he made Orla do the lifesaver trick. All this was the doing of the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. Gah! This is what you did, isn't it, Mr. Rhymes? Oh, he spurted blood from his holes. You did it. Now we can save both Sasha and Orla. Just leave it to Captain Wright's swashbuckling lawyers to win any case. I don't remember agreeing to that name. So it actually was possible for Mr. Rhymes to manipulate the orca. I'm stunned. I see we need to hear more from this witness. Mr. Rhymes, the time has come for you to tell the court the truth. Hold it, mateys. I don't have to make those noises, he's making them. So I used a walkie-talkie, you say? Ah, sorry, but you're dead wrong, me bucko. It'd be impossible, says I. You know what that means? Fish. Almost like sashimi. God, now I want sushi again. What do you mean, impossible? I shall sing you a little shanty dissing your scurvy theory. Hark ye well now. What, that fish has worms? Witness testimony. The dissin of Phoenix Wright. The best testimony ever. Yo, walkie-talkie be broke for real. Mr. Lawyer's freestyle got no appeal. Broke before the plume on the scene. Broke before White could even dream. Legit goof during cleaning time, aye, but bilge-sucking lawyers spitting lies. That orca, you don't listen to me, okay? Kill the captain? Yo, you so cray-cray. We all need an adult, yeah. Here we go again with that flip-flop music. He's dancing like a twerky. Broken? Of all the flimsy excuses, bilge-sucking. That was uncalled for. You probably broke it on purpose after the fact. Ah, that be untrue, little lassie. Although I can't prove when it really was. Lucky be it for me, you lawyers be the ones who have the proving to do. After everything we've uncovered, you still won't admit it. Somehow I have to prove that he still could have done it. Dad, pick me up, I'm scared. Yep, he's a pirate rapper. Ugh, my arm.
Hold it!
Mr. Rhymes, you sure it was your walkie-talkie that was broken? Of course I'd be sure, although it doesn't have me name written on it or anything. But you can't prove it not be my walkie-talkie now, can ye? I'll never save Sasha this way. I had to figure out how he got a command to Orla. If Rhymes couldn't get a command to the Orca, your theory crumbles. Everything you've done will go up in smoke. I be not on the prosecution side neither, mind ye. The defendant be innocent, says I. But either way, me walkie-talkie was broken, and that be the truth. Next room over, just hearing this over a normal-ass libel case, yeah.
Hold it!
Do you have some way of proving that statement?
Silence!
The burden of proof is on you. If you don't do that, then we can't end this cross-examination right now. Here we go. Ahoy! Yo! Yo! Yo ho ho! Proof that it broke? Bro, you joke. Lag even a second, and you gonna choke. Right wanna press on every word? Nope. Judge gonna judge undeterred. You gone front, then bring the pain. Or stop and walk away in shame. Oh, he makes me so mad. Gotta come up with our own freestyle, boss. Let's get him back with evidence instead, shall we? No singing. Witness, please continue your testimony about the walkie-talkie. He took a bite of the gum-gum, yep. Took a bite of guilt gum. That rap was ass. Let's be honest, though. He's coming with this up on the spot. The dude's got bars. Someone else had to prove it, yeah. Prove it and animate it. I wonder, like, so if he raps in the Japanese version, like, I wonder what, like, kind of... Because I've heard Japanese rap, and it doesn't always follow the same kind of pattern that, you know, Western rap follows. So I wonder if it's significantly different in Japanese.
Hold it!
You made a big blunder. What happened? After I helped Sasha with the cleaning, I dropped it by accident and broke it. You wish to see it? I still have it with me. It does indeed appear to be broken. With me walkie-talkie broken, there'd be no way I could have done what you said. Couldn't have given the Orca any commands. Oh, your walkie-talkie broke. Isn't that just so convenient? Mr. Rhymes, I think you broke it on purpose. Miss Lawyer, none of your false accusations, if you please. I broke it on purpose. Where be your proof? I don't have any proof. If his walkie-talkie was broken, it throws a monkey wrench into my whole theory. When he let Pearls borrow his cell phone so casually yesterday, he must have already been confident I wouldn't be able to prove anything. I mean, I think there's... I don't want to get into that, honestly, about music genres and opinions. I find something I enjoy in every genre. Japanese metal is something. Hell yeah. Honestly, this in Japanese, as someone who speaks Japanese, would be significantly longer and makes much more sense. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, how it actually works. J-rock is heavenly. Yeah. J-rock, K-pop. I gotta watch K-pop Demon Hunters. I've been told that movie is very, very good, and I might check it out. Now that Stranger Things' final season ended, I'm gonna probably resub to Netflix for a month and watch through it, and then watch some other stuff I missed. The new Knives Out movie is on Netflix too, as well now, so I'm probably gonna watch that and K-pop Demon Hunters. Old school J-pop is cool. Oh, like the like the old like city pop stuff. Hell yeah. Recently looked up Utsupi's Screamo Miko songs. Not bad, but I'm not a metalhead. Would sell my soul for an Otto concert. He's a J-rock artist. Yo ho ho to the Golden Seas. Yo ho ho, it's Pirates Repeat. You'll never get me to agree to that. Poxed Orca be innocent. If something be not done about her, she'll get Sasha one day too. The Orca killed the captain. It weren't me. So you intend to continue to claim that the defendant is innocent, do you? But I won't stand for that. Now then, Wright Dona, what's your next move? Your Honor, I would like to examine the walkie-talkie, if you don't mind. Certainly. Here you are. Let's see if there's any way to tell the walkie-talkie's broken. You gave Orla the command, and it couldn't have been broken at the time. Oh, look, actual 3D evidence examination for once. I could use R stick to rotate the evidence, and A to examine if I notice anything of interest. Oh, I skipped that. And A to examine anything of interest. You can also zoom in and out with the X and B to get better look. Let's check every last inch of it for anything off. Darn, it is broken. Doesn't seem to work. Wonder what would happen if I dump it. Hey, it's not an old TV, you know. Please don't break it any further. Let's keep looking. Walkie-talkie shaped like a sword. Pretty clever, but I don't see anything odd. Well, a sword walkie-talkie in of itself is pretty odd, I guess. Or I'll see, they fixed that. They patched that out. Let's keep checking it out. All of that, but City Pop is cool too, yeah. Huh, look at these. They look like tooth marks. Hey, you're right, a bite this big. Wonder if it was Orla. Wait, a walkie-talkie with tooth marks? Didn't we hear a story like that yesterday? Prime said this walkie-talkie was his, but could it be? Not odd about it, don't ye agree? Ah, time to give it up, Mr. Lawyer. Forget the orca, just save Sasha, says I. I can't do that. Now that I'm finally a lawyer again, how can I hold my head up if I made my client so miserable? Ah, a stubborn one ye be. Yeah, we'll do the last one. There could have been some other way besides the walkie-talkie to issue the command.
Silence!
Yes, the orca could have received a signal from the defendant's whistle. Is this the point you're trying to concede?
Objection!
No, that's not what I'm saying. Some other way besides the whistle. Rotten lawyer, black-eyed samurai. Time for a freestyle drive-by. Sasha's legit. That's the truth. Orca's guilty, you gotta admit. I tell you, it be all the orca's doing. You don't belay all this bilge, I shall dish you with some rap. I believe you've already been doing that. We tried pressing him, but it doesn't change anything. Oh, I don't know about that. Statement might not have changed, but the meaning of one of them may have. Really, you caught something? And that one statement just might be the breakthrough we need. Well done on that rap, thank you. It's hard to parse because I don't know how many I don't know how many syllables he was gonna do. But that one I kinda hit the mark. Legit goof during cleaning time. Build second. Okay.
Objection!
Oh, that was the wrong statement. Wow, that one was whack.
Objection!
I thought it would be the book, because that's where the image of Azura with the bite marks is. Mr. Wright, I think I have something here. Okay, it is the statement. Oh, it was the first statement. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's weird. I feel like this wouldn't be the statement to present something on. It's either the book or the walkie-talkie itself.
Objection!
It was the walkie-talkie, isn't it? Alright, only got another game over. Get my health back, but that means I have to press again, which sucks. Why does it take so long? Press the button.
Hold it!
Did just save. Yeah, but I want my health back. Dr. Naomi Kamashima's game over screen from Trauma Team. I'm just so tired. I've never played a Trauma Team game before. Back when the first Trauma Team game came out, that was the same time the first Ace Attorney game came out. And I remember people were kind of pitting them against each other. They were like, oh, well, which fictional game about a real-life profession is better? And I'm like, they're completely different games. I could probably play that game on stream as well, the DS one. With the tool I'm getting soon. Tomorrow, actually. I mean, though I could probably also just play that with you know, emulator. No distractions right now. It's after 4. I want to finish this. Okay, right there. Now I'm going to save again. Final Trauma Team game. Dr. Kimishima is a forensic analyst and uses health for bad logic. Oh.
Objection!
That wasn't it either. Good god damn it.
Objection!
There it was. I had to show that Shipley's walkie-talkie was gone. Walkie-talkie that the witness brought with him to court today may have been stolen from the victim, Mr. Jack Shipley. All right. Shipley carried around Azura's walkie-talkie. That was right. Our aquarium may look like a band of pirates, but thievery? Arr. According to the defendant's statement, Mr. Shipley talked to her on his walkie-talkie before his death. However, no walkie-talkie was found near the victim's body. Methinks the police just didn't look hard enough. Besides, the captain's walkie-talkie wasn't broken, be that not right? So his walkie-talkie has naught to do with mine. I'm not so sure of that. The victim fell to his death. It's quite possible his walkie-talkie broke in the fall. You stole the walkie-talkie after the victim's death, didn't you, Mr. Rhymes?
Silence!
I will not allow such leading questions, Wright, Dono. If you claim the walkie-talkie belonged to the victim, show me your evidence. Certainly, I plan on doing just that. Please look at the tooth marks here on the walkie-talkie. Tooth marks? Oh, yes, I see them. The victim's walkie-talkie was a keepsake that used to belong to Azura Summers, who died a year ago. Just say two-way radio. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying the other day. It's like, it's weird that they keep using the phrase walkie-talkie like it's the actual name of the device. It's like a cutesy name. It's not actually like what it's called. These tooth marks were left by Orla when she carried Miss Summers in her mouth. If this is Mr. Shipley's walkie-talkie, then Mr. Rhymes's is still unaccounted for, and the fact that they keep saying that the name of the item over and over again makes it sound so dumb. Which means he could have used it to command the Orca after all. And that's not all, Your Honor. The only one who could have taken the victim's walkie-talkie is the culprit himself. Arr. The fact that Marlon Rhymes had the victim's walkie-talkie is proof that he murdered Jack Shipley. Sink me. Arr! Not so fast, Mr. Lawyer. What? He still won't admit it? Emotional damage. This walkie-talkie be mine, says I. And how do you explain the tooth marks on it? I've had many run-in with that orca myself. Arr! She bit me more than once, and me walkie-talkie too. Evidence of our fights are carved into me here body. My goodness, I could clearly see the tooth mark scars on your skin. What? Are those really scars from being bitten by Orla? Ahoy! Yo! Yo ho ho! You want answers? I got some, mate. The scars are from Orla? That's right. Dem girl can put it up a nasty fight. That orca bit me and left me scarred. Had me rep to protect, so I went in hard. So, Mr. Lawyer, I win. Just being frank. And Orla, you get to plank. Can't let him run this show. Have to find a way to prove the walkie-talkie belonged to him. Of the victim. Love this keeps going. Damn, she hate your ass, Rhymes. Gotta give you credit for acting out like 5 people in rapid succession. I mean, that's what I do. That's what my streams are for. And you can forget about foot fingerprints. I always keep me walkie-talkie clean and polished. Man, had everything worked out before you even took the stand. But I won't give up. There has to be a way. Mr. Wright, I found something interesting. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. Notice anything funny about them? Funny? Funny how? Funny like a clown? Something is different about them compared to the other tooth marks we've seen. None of that made sense, and what did make sense didn't rhyme, yeah. The only other ones I remember, the ones on the practice dummy. It's just a tiny difference. It might not even mean anything. Right now, we need to conserve every possibility we can, no matter how small. If I could figure out what's different about the bite marks, maybe I could somehow prove Rhymes' walkie-talkie actually belonged to the victim. Think, Phoenix. You could turn everything around right here, right now. Oh, we're getting our brain blast. Are we? Yep. Time to review the facts we have so far. With the intent of killing Orla, Rhymes drained the show stage pool. Whoa. But Rhymes failed to kill Orla, and instead he tried to pin Shipley's murder on Orla. Phoenix's 5-head. In order to manipulate Orla, Rhymes must have used a cell phone and a walkie-talkie. But the walkie-talkie Rhymes has is broken. I think it's the victim's walkie-talkie, the one he kept as a memento of Azura Summers. I have to find a way to prove that it is indeed the victim's walkie-talkie. Which piece of evidence left on it could prove that it belongs to the victim? Victim's fingerprints, which he said he already cleaned off, and the orca's tooth marks. Tooth marks on the walkie-talkie. We have 2 pieces of evidence with the tooth marks, the walkie-talkie and the dummy. What's striking about these 2 pieces of evidence? Colors are similar. The tooth marks are different. 2 different bite mark patterns. When I look closely, I see 2 different bite mark patterns. 2 variations, huh? Do we have to use that font? How about if that bite is small enough to fit in the handheld radio prop, then it wouldn't be as big as his shoulders? Yeah, I don't know. Love this, to be honest, so cool. Wasn't there a trick of Orla's that had 2 different variations as well? A show song. 2 different songs. A year ago, the orca's song and teeth marks were different from what they are now. What could be the cause of these 2 inconsistencies? What's behind the fact that the orca's tooth marks and song were different from a year ago? New teeth grew in? Even if new teeth grew in, that still wouldn't explain why the song was different. That would be like my voice changing the second I lost my baby teeth. Better go back to the drawing board there. She learned a new song. No, if she learned a new song, that would go against the basis for my whole theory. Orla can only sing 1 song. Can't start second-guessing everything now. Yeah, he does shrink down. Oh, true. He got bigger, he could get smaller. I guess I need to think about this some more. The twist, it was a different orca! I'm starting to think. There are 2 different orcas. The one a year ago and Orla now. And if the orca a year ago wasn't Orla, it means the bite mark on the walkie-talkie isn't Orla's, like Rhyme said it was. I could finally prove that the walkie-talkie belongs to the victim. I don't know what's so it's just funny seeing that zoom in. Sarewachigauyo. What? I don't get that reference. Mr. Wright, you appear to be lost in thought there. Is everything alright? I just realized something astonishing, Your Honor. Your face is what's astonishing, Wright Dono. Your rudeness is what's astonishing, Prosecutor Blackwell. Wow, I made the same mistake Gumshoe's voice actor did in the outtakes. Professor Edgeworth! Dang band Roomba. What? Karma, you weren't here when I was talking about that. We have a Roomba now. And what is this astonishing thing you realized? Everyone misses Gumshoe, yep. Until just now, I thought that the orca at Ship-Shape Aquarium a year ago and Orla were the same orca. However, two inconsistencies led me to a new fact. And that fact is, there might be two Aura Shipleys. What? Two different orcas? But that's impossible. Order in the court. Explain yourself. What is the basis for this preposterous claim? The orca show song a year ago and the one now are different. I believe it's because the orca a year ago was a different orca. Two different orcas, two different songs. It explains the show song contradiction. What be this bilgewater talk? I don't understand. I'm talking about the truth. Truth that will finally catch you out on your lies. You claim that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were Orla's, but that's not true. The two different bite mark patterns on the walkie-talkie and the dummy proves this. What? Two different patterns, you say?
Silence.
While I will concede there is a possibility that two different orcas exist, bite mark patterns alone are not proof enough. But more conclusive evidence. Two Studio Ghiblis. What? Alright, I will show you conclusive evidence then. Two doubloons. So he wants to see evidence other than the bite mark patterns, does he? The orcas a year ago and Orla have different songs and different teeth. Don't I have two videos on hand that could be used to compare those differences? I will now submit two videos which with the different songs and teeth can be compared.
Take that!
Two booties.
Take that!
The double take that. Please compare these two videos, one from a year ago and one recent. As discussed, the two orcas are singing two different songs. Two booties, now with two cooties. God damn it. Please also pay special attention to the appearance of the two orcas' teeth. How exactly do you claim their teeth are different? Let's look for shots in the two videos where the orca's teeth are shown. This is Orla in the recent video of the Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show. As you can see, she has all of her teeth. What a healthy smile she has. I'm a bit envious. Next, look at the TV phone video from a year ago. Just as I thought, their teeth are different. Oh, she didn't even lose the tooth, it was chipped. Gonna be honest, I thought the bite marks on the walkie-talkie were Marlon's fingers crushing it because they kind of look like spaced fingers and a thumb. Orla goes, ah. But because it's 1/4 of the finger spread, yeah. Oh, I believe this smile looks a little different from the one we saw a moment ago. As you could see, the orca from a year ago has one tooth that's broken off. Nah. If the teeth are different, then... Yes, if the teeth are different, they of course leave different bite mark patterns. On the practice dummy, you could see Orla's uniform pattern with all the teeth intact. And on the walkie-talkie, you could see that one tooth is missing from the pattern. Oh, I see it, just like the smile of the orca in last year's video. The tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were not made by the orca we know as Orla. They were made a year ago by a different orca. Two different orcas? I can't believe it. Just got the animation of your voice lines, but the only ones that are done are me making noise. I'm speaking English. So I'll translate. What? Oh, cool. The only actual voice lines is me talking about sushi. Nice. The statement that the tooth marks on the walkie-talkie were from Orla was a lie. The truth is, this walkie-talkie was stolen from the victim, Jack Shipley. And the only person who could have stolen it is... the true culprit, Marlon Rhymes. Pretty good breakdown here. No, he got it all wrong. It be all... the fault of that orca. Whoa. He got it all wrong. Blimey. It be the orca's fault. This can't be. Arr! Once again, I'm too weak to help anybody. Blimey, indeed, the fella's capsized. Well, it would appear We should hear more about from the defendant about Aura Shipley. Sasha Buckler. Yes, Captain Judge? Is what Mr. Wright claims true? Are there two different orcas? The secret that Ship-Shape Aquarium was hiding about Orla was that, wasn't it? Dr. Crab told me to focus on the orca's song. He hinted it would be a clue. Phoenix is right. The one we call Orla is the second Aura Shipley. There actually used to be two orcas at the Ship-Shape Aquarium. I used to call the first Aura Shipley just Aura for short. Aura and Orla are sisters. The captain rescued them both when they got beached on the shore. But Orla was in a bad shape, and the ship's doctor had to look after her for a long time. Both orcas loved the captain, so we decided to keep them on at the Ship-Shape Aquarium. Why didn't you say anything about there being two orcas? Yeah, pretty much, Karma. Well, because after the accident a year ago, Aura was put down. What? Aura is dead? Yeah, the Center for Dangerous Animal Control demanded it. Apparently the captain and the ship's doctor begged them. We put the first one down, so please leave the second one alone, they said. Anyway, after the accident a year ago, Captain told us he was going to put Orla in the pirate show as Aura Shipley. He asked us to keep quiet about Aura's death until the time was right. What a surprising and complex tale. And you didn't tell the employees? Well, only Sasha knew. Did all Ship-Shape Aquarium employees know about this? No, just a select few of us. Mr. Rhymes, did you know about it? Of course not. How would I? Tell me, Mr. Rhymes, did you plan on killing Orla from the start? Yeah. I planned to do it during the cleaning, so I drained the pool. I figured if I didn't do something about that beast, Sasha's life was in danger. Sasha trusted that orca, just as much as Azura did. I wanted to protect her. Couldn't help Azura, so I felt like protecting Sasha was the least I could do. My duty. Built up my strength so I'd be ready to kill the orca. I even fought with sharks. But the captain realized my plan and tried to save the orca. And that is why you killed Jack Shipley. Ah, now the report from the crime lab finally makes sense. Report from the crime lab? In court yesterday, you will recall I showed a photo of the victim lying on his back. According to the lab, the bruise on the victim's right wrist was Rhymes' handprint. His handprint? Didn't know how it fit in with the case until I heard Rhymes' story just now. But we can imagine the reason for it being there. Rhymes must have made the handprint when he fought with the victim over the orca. A handprint made during a struggle? I don't care what happens to me anymore. I deserve the death penalty. I'm the one that killed the captain. Please give Sasha her not guilty verdict. You accept your defeat well, I see. Let me be your guide to hell. Get on with the verdict, Your Honor, your baldness. It seems this unprecedented trial that began with an orca as the defendant has finally come to a close. Sasha's saved. Orla's going to be so happy. Sasha's not guilty verdict is coming. Why do I still have this strange nagging feeling? Rhymes' handprint was on the victim's right wrist. Was it really the result of a deadly struggle over the orca? I can't shake the feeling that handprint has some other hidden meaning. Is this trial going to end without revealing the whole truth? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler.
Hold it!
Your Honor, please hold off on that verdict. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? I would like to further explore this new evidence the prosecution just submitted. Well, what complaint could you have? You are about to get your not guilty verdict. I see no need to further prolong this trial, Mr. Wright. Your Honor, we still don't know the entire truth of this case. This unnatural handprint Mr. Rhymes left on the victim's right wrist. I don't think it was the result of a fight between the two men. Not the result of a fight? Then what do you suggest it was? Boss, what are you doing? Do you remember that evidence we found at the show stage? Evidence? What evidence? That mysterious mark might be the key to understanding this whole case. Your Honor, the defense would like to submit evidence that will expose the truth of this case. A mysterious piece of evidence that pairs well with Mr. Rhymes' unnatural handprint. Fingerprints discovered by pros at the show stage. They're Rhymes, but something is odd about them.
Take that!
Marlon Rhymes left behind a very unusual set of fingerprints at the show stage. In what way were they unusual? They were right-hand prints on the left side of the ladder. If one were to grasp the ladder in the same way as the prints, it would look like this. It looks like the ladder is being grasped from above. Exactly, Your Honor. Reflective surface. Just realized the gallery people are creepy. Yeah, they're kind of solid figures in the background that are like they're like shadowed. And the handprint on the victim's right wrist shows it was held with a powerful grip. Marlon Rhymes grasps the show stage ladder in an unnatural pose. If he was gripping the victim's wrist in this position... Gripping the victim's wrist... Then that must have been... It means Mr. Rhymes was actually... That's right. If we coupled the unnatural handprint with the mysterious fingerprints... We see that Marlon Rhymes was trying to save the victim's life. What? It's weird because the gallery used to be up behind them, and it still is, but like no one's there. And now everyone's behind the court. But that can't be. It's impossible. Why don't we ask Mr. Rhymes himself? Yeah, Mr. Rhymes, we want to hear the truth directly from you. I gotta hand it to you, Mr. Lawyer. You got skills. Why? Why did you have to figure it out? Doesn't matter what happens to me anymore. I'm ready to die. Is what the defense is claiming true? The captain. He found that I drained the show stage pool. He rushed to the side of the pool, frantic to put some water in for the orca. And then... he slipped. Captain, give me your left hand! No, Marlon. You'll fall too. Forgive me, Marlon. I didn't realize what deep pain you were in. But, please, please don't blame Orla. It's nobody's fault. Not Orla's, and not yours. Hey! Captain! So, Jack Shipley's death was accidental. Why didn't you tell us that you didn't kill the victim? Because I have no right to live anymore. I'm ready to get the death penalty. The captain died because of me. And then on top of it all, I used his body to frame Orla. I was gonna kill Orla, and she wasn't even to blame. She didn't do anything wrong. The only thing I can do now is pay for it all with my life. I can't do anything. I couldn't save the captain. I couldn't avenge Azura's death. Mr. Rhymes, you have the wrong idea about Miss Summers' death. Not even the first Aura Shipley was responsible for her dying. Aura, of her own accord, was trying to save Miss Summers' life. What? What are you talking about? Azura Summers suffered from a heart condition, but she didn't tell anyone and she performed in the pirate show anyway. She had a heart attack and died before anyone could save her. I'm sure she didn't think Aura attacked her. There's nothing to avenge. No way. A heart condition. She never said a word about it. Maybe she didn't want you to worry about her. So I wanted to get revenge all this time, for nothing. First case that doesn't have an actual murder in it, technically. So neither case was murder, not a year ago and not this time either. Your responsibility in this matter is great, but I believe you can be rehabilitated. Marlin, you better come back to Shipshape Aquarium when you're done, you hear? Orla and I and everybody will be waiting for you. You still have a lot to offer, Mr. Rhymes. Live your life and never give up, for the sake of those who are gone as well. I promise to make up for what I've done, even if it takes me my whole life. Mr. Wright, Sasha. Thank you. Well, I've seen countless trials, but never one that ended like this. I don't know how, Mr. Wright, but you always seem to manage to turn things around. Yeah, it was very, very painfully emotional. I think all this excitement has taken a few years off of my life. Is that praise or a diss? Now then, this court finds the defendant, Sasha Buckler. Court is now adjourned. Gone a little past when I wanted to end, but didn't know courtrooms had a confetti budget. Yeah, July 22nd, 5:11 p.m. Shipshape Aquarium, Orca Pool. Congratulations on your win. Thank you for all your help today, Proles. All I did was have fun with Orla. It was Gumshoe, yeah. Orla, I'm back. Oh, I missed you, girl. Oh, I'm so happy for you and Orla, Sasha. Everything turned out great. Phoenix, Athena, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Orla and I are both really grateful. I will now act me gratitude with a little performance. Arr! Miss Orca Lover, don't you think you'd better take care of your health first? Alright, fine, I promise. No more shows until I'm better. I don't want anyone to worry about me, after all. Good. Glad that's settled. Hey, buddy, Mr. Lawyer. You just had to blab every single one of the aquarium's secrets, didn't you? I'm sorry, Dr. Crab. Nah, that's alright. I'm glad. It was kind of hard to tell. Although, thanks to you, they now know we're using the illegal torpedo system. But I think we'll be able to wiggle out of serious repercussions somehow. That writer later is advocating for us, saying the law itself is to blame. She said she's going to look into getting the law changed. Wow, go Mr. Plume. She sure is a powerhouse. Yeah, Sasha Buckler's a swashbuckler. There's one thing you didn't figure out, by the way. Keep this to yourself, will you? We don't want it getting out publicly. Remember that appointment I had written down on my calendar? Oh, you mean meet with the captain at the Orca Pool at 7 a.m.? That note meant the Orca Pool of the Supermarine Aquarium, not Shipshapes. What? Why were you supposed to meet there? Jack and I... We wanted to visit the Supermarine Aquarium once a month. Any idea why? To get dolphin therapy treatment? No, silly. Remember what I told you? Jack and I were against putting the orca down from the start. What? You mean... We just pretended to put the First Aura Shipley down. The Supermarine Aquarium is harboring her for us. What? Oh, so that talk about large amounts of money you were paying them. We were paying for Aura's care. You wouldn't believe how much fish orcas eat. Nah, it's been proven she was innocent all along. I think we could bring her back soon. Never mind, take it back. Until then, keep it under your hat, okay? Huh? What was he telling you about? Oh, nothing much. By the way, Orla wants to give you her little celebratory prize. Absolutely nobody died in this chapter. Azura and the captain still did. Or specifically requested that you give it to her, Phoenix. Alright, fine. Let's see. What can I give her?
Take that!
Orla, it's coming a day late, but congratulations on your verdict. Very silly. Oh my, aren't you lucky? Haha, that's Orla's best trick. Thank you, kiss trick. Oh, Orla, I want to be next. So the curtain fell on my first trial in years. Phoenix dies from head trauma. Phoenix TFs into an orca. Wow, two different sides of the coin there. Looking forward to the comeback of Sasha and Orla's Swashbuckler Spectacular. After all, I made a comeback of my own as a lawyer. A few months later. Date and time unknown. Ship-shape aquarium. Entrance. Yeah, they didn't want to give us an exact date, because I guess they want to keep it ambiguous with the rest of the game. It's been a while since I visited Ship-shape Aquarium. Now that Sasha's recovered from her illness, she's performing today. Still some time before the show starts. I think I'll wander around a bit. Hi, Phoenix. Hope you enjoyed the show today. The orcas are excited and ready to go. Oh, I'm sure I'll enjoy... Wait a minute. Did you say orcas as in plural? Yep, let me show you. What? 2 Orlas? Don't tell me. Yep, you caught it right. Aura Shipley the First has returned to Ship-shape Aquarium. Sasha's hairstyle reminds you of Axel from Kingdom Hearts. Wow. I gotta play more Kingdom Hearts. I want to get to 2. I have to play through Rechain of Memories soon on stream. We be the 3 pirate sisters. Arr! We have to stop the evil Scalawag League, led by Red Stash and the Giant Octopus. Well, I don't want to get in the way of their rehearsal. Guess I'd better go. Well, if it isn't Blue Boy, did you come for my book signing? Yes, the original aura was never put down. Oh, Mr. Plume, there's a book signing? Yes, my new book is just out. It's called Ship-shape Aquarium. Don't pull the plug. Book signing will be held here in this room. After all, the vet owes me a favor. Yes, she got them to approve the use of the torpedo. I'm grateful. But why does she keep coming to my lab to bother me every single day? Yeah, Phoenix is kind of resilient to a lot of stuff. Car accident, falling off a high bridge and getting sick from it. My next work will be entitled Sniper, the Penguin Leaves the Nest. God, stop this cacophony. Why am I surrounded by carping females? Gee, Dr. Crab gets all the ladies. Guess I'll leave it to him. I'll leave him to it. Oops, it's almost time for the show. Where have you been, Daddy? Polly and Athena already went in. While we were waiting, I brought some souvenirs to take back to the village. Sorry to keep you waiting. I bet they'll love your souvenirs back home, Pearls. By the way, I hear a certain someone is going to be in today's show. A certain someone? I wonder who it could be. Oh, it's almost time. The show's just about to start. Alright, let's go to the show stage then. Saved you all seats, Mr. Wright. Oh, I can't believe I get to see the show again. Is absolutely dumbfounded at Trucy's reappearance. She's in all the sequel games. Oh, I can't believe I get to see the show again. I'm so happy I want to dive in the pool. Better not. I think they'd call security. You're welcome in the pool anytime, Athena, but Red Stash is the best swimmer of all. Huh? Who've you got playing Red Stash's role, anyway? Sasha, Aura, and Orla are ready to go. Hey, I know that voice. Yep, you know it. Marlon is back and he's playing the role of Red Stash. It be the new Swashbuckler Spectacular. Hope you enjoy it, me buckos.
And so, our pirates set sail for bluer seas under a sunnier sky. As for me, I set foot into the world of law once more as a full-time lawyer.
And so Phoenix loses his badge again. No. And ain't that wacky? I actually missed an achievement in this chapter. I did one of the plume statements. If you press it, you get an achievement for it. So I'm gonna go back and do that. Not now. At some point. It's late now. He sounds like an older Yugi. That's Sam Riegel. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it was Dan Green. Dan Green voices Yugi in English. But no, it's Sam Riegel. It was a fun stream, yep. So, with the special case out of the way, next time, we're going to resume from the actual start of Chapter 3, and then we'll just go on to the end. There's a lot of ground left. We're only like halfway through the game, so we got a lot more of this to go still. I didn't think this game was going to take as long as I thought, as long as it has been, but I've also been missing streams. I've been playing Pokemon. I'm going to be out the next 2 days. I'm hoping to be back Sunday and go back to normal next week. I'm thinking of maybe trying to switch things so that I'm streaming maybe 2 to 3 times a week and just streaming longer during it. But that would also mean that there's going to be more nights where I'm just not playing games, and it's like, oh, maybe that doesn't work so well. So I don't know. We'll see what happens as we move forward into the new year. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I appreciate it. And again, for staying so late. It is like 20 minutes before I usually go to bed right now. But anyway, if you want to check out more streams, check out twitch.tv/team/littlespace. As always, it's so late that I'm the only one streaming. So instead, who am I giving a raid to tonight? They're probably asleep. Made a friend of yours? Soroshi. Okay, you know what? Sure, why not? Go eat. Yeah, well, no, I gotta eat first. I'm hungry. Alright, everyone. Have a great weekend. Great New Year's weekend. I will see you soon. And we will do more Ace Attorney and more Pokemon. And then hopefully some other stuff, too. Once I get some special tools that are coming soon. Take care, everyone. Good night. Say hi to Soroshi. Good night.